I can feel a touch of a cold night. Do you really know what it feel like? This shit is chance, better move right. Better keep your clothes, don't lead a height. Rather dance with my daughter on the moonlight. Sunset the moonlight, fully aware, don't we not alike? Don't we not alike? Don't we not alike? I can feel a touch of a cold night. Do you really know what it feel like? This shit is chance, better move right. Better keep your clothes, don't lead a height. Rather dance with my daughter on the moonlight. Sunset the moonlight, fully aware, don't we not alike?
Wait, move the phone now talking? Sure. No, it's not. I mean, maybe it won't be too bad. I don't know. All right, appreciate that, Pivot Stocks. Go to getpivot.com. That's GETPYVOT.com. Use the promo code Think This Podcast. Use the promo code, get a percentage off, get free shipping. Like I said, we appreciate everybody who supports this podcast. We back in studio, so we need you to buy them socks. Go to getpivot.com. That's GETPYVOT.com. Appreciate it by Pivot Socks. Yo, Think This Podcast, episode 333. George, Greg, special guest in studio. We got the homie from Pick and Roll Kicks, the owner, Ivan.
Yo, appreciate you guys having me, man. Thank you, bro. We're doing this.
I mean, look, I wasn't recording earlier, so we had to record it again. This ain't the first time I've heard this who listen to this podcast. We appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share, and all that stuff.
Freaking 3-hour recording lost now.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I gotta go.
But no, man, like we said, we appreciate you coming in the studio today.
They know I'm lying.
We appreciate you coming in the studio. I already said this before already, but, you know, you counseled last time. You had a little thing, you know, obviously being a small business owner, you know, things happen, you know what I mean? So
yeah, man, but thank you for having me this time. I appreciate you guys being patient. I know last time I had to cancel a little bit last minute, but
and I appreciate you reaching out. I always tell people all the time, I'm like, you know, hey, you want to come on the show? You hit me up and ask. Like, it ain't that serious.
It was really easy, honestly. Just shoot your message. You're like, yeah, Tuesday at 6. I was like,
yeah. Cass like, yo, can I come on? I don't care. Come Tuesday. You can be here Tuesday 6? Oh, I can't be there. Well, you can't come on then. Like, we ain't recording any other day, but you made it work, man.
Thank you, man.
So we appreciate it. All right, let's do this again. Pickups.
Well, wait, hold on. Before you do all that, why don't you have them tell like where the shop is and everything? Before,
yeah.
I mean, I know.
I was gonna ask about it.
Oh, you have it to ask.
Yeah, I was gonna
later.
ask him to talk about the shop, how I got started and stuff like
do
that.
Pickups then?
Let's do pickups real quick.
All right, well, we were saying earlier, like, yo, I got the bug back and been picking up some new ones. Got me. I got the SB Pine Greens. I still haven't put them on.
Talking about fours, right?
Yeah, the fours. It's got them sitting there.
Oh, Pine Green fours.
Yeah, the fours. I got the fours. Heard a lot of good stuff from everybody who's had them.
Well,
just still haven't put them on.
I'm okay with them. They aight.
Then I got the Jarritos this week. So also just kind of sitting there, kind of waiting to see if I really do like them or not.
Right.
And then I think I got those signs. Oh yeah, I got those voodoos. That's about it I picked up lately.
Oh, okay.
So
Move the mic a little bit closer.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, I think that maybe help it a little bit.
Yeah. No, so I'm pretty excited about those, honestly.
Okay.
Kind of want to wear the Jarritos, but I'm just kind of wearing. I watched the video yesterday. Them like being cut out. Didn't like it.
Oh, you like them cut out?
Mm-mm.
See, now the ones I've seen like cut up and stuff like that, I do like that. I just don't know if I have the guts to do that to my sneakers yet.
I don't like it. No.
I've never done that to a pair of sneakers. Like cut. Have we cut anything off on sneakers?
Like or like the fours, like unions, you know, cut the tongue. I haven't done that either. Like
I got
really? Guavas, haven't cut it.
See, I don't have those. Which ones you got? All of them?
Guavas. Nah, just guavas.
Oh, guavas.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you worn them though?
Those I had, yeah.
Oh, you haven't cut the tongue?
Nah.
Oh, see, I'd have to cut the tongue on unions. So I want black ones. I want the black ones bad.
Black ones are dope.
I want guavas too. Actually, I'll take any of them to be honest with you.
You talking about put this thing tongue up?
Yeah, like cut the stitching off them. Yeah.
Because I wasn't too mad at the sea moss color and all the other ones. I like those.
Those are all right.
They were. I mean, obviously black and guava.
I think the guavas and the black ones and Norris are the best ones.
Them the best ones. But
I'm just really brute too, bro. So I'm like just if I start cutting that shit, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna cut them up. So I'm like, that's something my wife had to do for me, bro. I'm just like super clumsy and stuff. So I'm like just gonna leave one as it is, bro.
I'll end up
tailor the tongue off. Yeah, bro. I'm pretty
take
bad.
it to a seamstress.
The only one that we thought about was Statue of Liberties. I mean, you know, because like.
Oh,
you're not cutting anything.
Rub the color off on those. Well, you never did it on yours at all, huh?
Nowhere. I also got those white sets. Those I want to rub the Nike off. You know how they got like the blue ones, the white sets, the SBs.
Oh, wait, you can rub the swoosh off on those?
Yeah, you can rub them. And they go yellow. I think they're blue.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think they're blue. Yeah, you can rub it off. And
okay.
they come yellow. So I want to do that to those.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I never took the color off anything. I never did any of that. The only one, I really wanted Lance Mountains when those first came out.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to do it on those, but I had those Jordans, the LA to Paris, the gray ones where it's like hot pink. And
The New York to Paris, right?
Is that what it is?
The pink, yeah, the gray ones.
Yeah. I had those ones, but I didn't care for those. I didn't like
Jordans?
those.
They're the high ones. Like I want the like LA to Chicago.
I think it looks better.
Those I want, but I don't know if I don't know.
With everything off, the pink shoe looks better.
I like the LA to Chicago one the best. That joint was fire.
Yeah, I need that.
George.
Actually, that's one of those shoes that I'm just waiting for it to pop up and get it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a few things actually. George, what you cop, fam? You gonna say everything you got in the mail? I'm about to say everything I got.
Well, didn't we get the same thing pretty much? Or?
Pretty much.
I mean, the only thing that I got that you didn't get was Navy's, I think. Navy
Protection pack.
2002
R New Balance.
Yeah, there's like another letter in there somewhere, but like
you like
2002 HKR. The ones, that model, no, but the original ones that have like the different color.
It's the same model though.
I know the model's fine. I'm talking about that specific one we got. The protection packs where they use the same color suede patches is whack to me. But the ones where they use different colors,
they stand out more.
Can stand out. Yeah.
That's my problem with New Balance, bro. They just like don't stand out.
You don't want New Balance at all?
I think like my running shoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, the guys always give me shit. Like, you don't got New Balance? It's like my running shoes. That's it.
I love the 2002 R in hand, but on foot, I looked awful in it. Like, awful in it. And I was like, yeah, I can't do these. Like, I have the, my pickups I got.
A box showed up.
With the same, me and Joe, Wizard 3s.
You got Wizard 3s?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, a box showed up.
Wizard 3s. The pine green, lucky green ones.
Yeah, green and black ones. Celtics ones.
The Celtic ones. Those are nice.
Celtic ones.
Those are actually really smooth.
Gray protection pack. You got blue protection pack.
And gray. But you had already got something before, though. Which one did you get? Oh, you got pink.
The pink protection pack ones.
See, that one I want to see because that one has different color swatches of suede. So I want to see what that one looks like in hand.
It's just on foot the problem. It ain't the. I mean,
nah, those colorways that we got, the navy and gray one, it was too monochrome.
It's too monochrome to have that type of design on it.
I haven't got mine yet. The pink ones. He got them already.
I got some like comfort ones, which I never owned a pair of those before. And then some craft dunks and what else? I got my son some Wizard 4s.
Hannah got the dunks that she's been waiting.
Hannah got those. What color?
For.
What color them dunks?
Like dusty pink, but I don't know what the actual colorway is.
Probably dusty pink. I feel like everything called dusty.
It's Whisper Rose, but it's
Whisper
dusty.
Rose,
yeah, it's dusty.
Those are
pink.
nice.
Oh,
we saw a lot of those.
Whisper Rose.
Yeah, they're popular.
Really?
Yeah,
I kind of feel like that and like a yellow and white would be women would go for.
Yeah, Rose Whispers are very popular at the store.
I think that's everything in that box. I don't remember. Is that everything?
I think so.
Shout out to the homie.
Let me see.
I don't remember. Shout out to the homie. It was a lot of stuff in there. I had some like dunks in there.
Like a box or what? Like a mystery box?
Nah, just the big box from the homie. Just a big box from the homie. So. I got an unboxing to do too.
Just a box of shoes.
That's the
best we can say.
That's the best I can describe it as of right now. What else? That was it?
I mean, you heard the list, so it's just like
a
box of shit showed up.
A box of shit showed up, bro.
Yeah, Lucky Green, Celtics.
Those have actually good quality leather on them.
On the Lucky
Threes.
Those
were the main things. Wizard 3s, Celtics 1s, and Protection Pack.
I'll tell you this, Wizard 3s are fire.
I just got one yesterday. I saw them in hand first time.
I think the bronze or whatever it's supposed to be looks better than the original
copper?
red or whatever. Yeah, copper, bronze, whatever it is. I think it looks better like that than the red did.
See, shout out to the homie Rick.
And
he was like,
red anyway.
he wanted the Wizard 3s, and I was like, fam, them joints just true blues. Like, they made them with true blue 3s, but I got them. I was like, these joints is fire.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many things that look different, but the copper, bronze, whatever it is a nice touch because it goes with those colors.
Them joints is tight.
But I told you that. I saw him in Manor when I went in there to pick Hannah's, what did she get? Vomero, yellow Vomero?
Yellow. Hannah got everything.
She got way more shoes than I do.
Yeah, your wife's going to have to replace you on the pod. She cop way more than you. But I do have an unboxing today, man. I want to shout out Skate and Bar None. Skate hit me up, asked me, can he send me something? So, glad I had my knife on me. Look at that. Ja Morant.
Yes, you just got back from Iraq.
Bruh. Ja Morant, this guy.
Knife Morant.
Oh, bro, this guy needs Coach Carter.
He need everything, But shout out to the homie Skate.
His career might be over, though. I'm not even going to lie. I know we're talking about it later, but his career might be fam.
He's too good, bro.
Oh, shite.
I don't even care, though. He's a moron. Like, here's the thing. I'm not basing it on what he's done. I'm basing it on what he has the potential to do. He is that type of moron.
You jumping the gun.
You're right.
Like I said, man, I appreciate the homie Skate. Obviously Skate is a family of the show, man. Done the podcast a few times. And shout out to Bar None. Converse sending over something. Obviously, this is the Converse fragment weapon.
I just seen pictures of those today.
Yeah, let me go ahead and open these up. It's a big old box. Okay. So obviously these is weapons from like that Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Oh my gosh, the leather on these is crazy. These is nice, man. I really do like these a lot. But like, we talk about on this podcast actually, you know what? These don't look as bulky as I would have originally
Zach
thought.
Morris is up.
These are these AC Slaters. Like, we talk about on the podcast all the time. Like, these are way too big for me. I'm short. I can't wear anything this big, but like, I appreciate Skate and I appreciate Bar None for sending these. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a testament to like, how good our podcast is and how much work we put into it. But, to me, it's one of those things like getting the opportunity to own fragments. I don't own a fragment.
What's Bar None, fam?
Bar None, he's a guy. He's a cat. Oh. Not the bar. Not a bar.
Well, I'm gonna say, is that a chocolate bar?
Nah, it's a cat. He's a homie on social media. He's on IG and whatnot. But like I said, man. Name. It's his Instagram. It's on the screen. I put it on the screen for you. But I appreciate the opportunity to own a fragment. I don't own anything fragment. No clothing, no sneakers, no nothing.
That tongue say? Pause.
It just says Converse weapon. This right here is just a tag and it says
That's
one more.
Pretty nice shoe.
No, it's a really nice shoe. It's really nice leather and stuff like that. But like I just appreciate the opportunity to own a fragment. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate somebody else being looking out and thinking about me. And thinking about the work we put into the podcast and showing that appreciation. So
sliced.
So, but these are dope, man.
That's the lace.
I like these a lot, man. They smell really good. You want to see it? Can you catch it?
Nope.
Come on, hit the camera. Yeah. Look at that.
Ooh, hands. Raiders call up.
Raiders call them up.
They just drafted a tight end in the second round, and I'm out of a job. What's the name at left, too?
Where did Waller go? I forgot he got traded to.
That's a good question.
I can't even remember. We were shocked that day.
I wanted to say, I was about to say Spurs, not Spurs. I wanted to say Saints, but that's where Derek Carr went, so it can't be Saints.
Who knows? The George is nice,
the Ravens was where he came from.
The leather on them is nice.
I'm just trying to determine in my head, am I angry that I didn't get a pair? But I think Skate knows that these will never see the light of day on my foot. So I'm going to just, in my head, I'm going to just think that way. I'm going to just assume Skate knew ahead of time that I would never wear them, so he didn't send me a pair.
You ain't rocking those?
I think in 1987 I would have worn these.
They're just too high for me. But like I said, man, I appreciate somebody looking out and thinking about me. And like I said, give me the opportunity to own fragment. I buy a lot of clothes. I don't own no fragment items. I buy a lot of sneakers. I own 0 fragment sneakers.
Oh, but also I didn't even know who that person was that you talked about, so I don't blame them.
I only got the shittiest fragment of all time.
Which one?
Threes.
Oh, no.
I don't like them so much, bro.
You don't like them?
I mean, yeah, I got them. I like them a lot, and I got them, but they're the shittiest ones.
No, see, when they came out, people disrespected them. Now,
hell yeah.
I gave them a few weeks, and everybody was like, oh, you know what, they're not too bad. Now, they did turn yellow a little bit fast, but, so you can put them down there. It's all good. But, man, like I said, man, shout out to the homie Skate, man, and shout out to Bar None for, just thinking about me and sending me a pair of those. So,
they know there's 2 people on this podcast,
right? Look, man.
And there's guests, bro. They got guests here.
And they got guests.
We got guests.
I got nothing
rude, bro.
for you. So, look, I can't do nothing for you, man. That's between you and Skate or Die, man. What come out this week? Family?
That's a good question.
What come out?
Not those, apparently, in my closet.
This week?
This segment of the podcast is sponsored by nobody.
That's really not a bad idea. Just start saying stuff.
We get all our information off GOAT.
Did the Spider-Verse already release?
No, not on
Is it an
sneakers
early
yet.
release,
They
right?
did the shot drop for it. Yeah,
I got
it
one
from my
at the
son.
store, but I wasn't sure.
Fam, that cat was really bothered on Twitter when I said Spider-Verses are for.
I didn't see him respond.
And fam,
Spider-Verses are what?
I said Spider-Verses are for kids, Comic-Con, and I don't know what else I said.
Come on, man, that you said.
And I was joking.
Was it
Like,
deep?
I could care less about them shoes. He was like, what are you talking about, bro? I was like,
Well, this dork tried to say, and clearly he was a young guy, so that's what I'm being.
impossible.
Huh?
I don't believe that guy was young that said that Spider-Verses are better than Lost and Found.
Has to be young.
No way.
There's no.
Spider-Verse are better than Lost and Found?
Yeah.
Either super young or super old and been a Marvel fan, like a big Marvel fan for two. Fam, there's no other explanation for it. What do you mean no?
It's just internet person.
trolling.
No, that's impossible.
That's
Trolling.
There's
Nah.
no way. That's internet
That's
person took the
impossible.
opportunity.
His following wasn't large enough to be doing those interaction farming things.
That's who do it a lot of times now. People who, no way. Nobody believes that. No. Now, you could like the Spider-Verse things like, oh, my son.
Obviously,
I
no
love
one
it.
believes
The
it.
first one.
The first one
is
is
better than the Lost and Found.
way better than the. Wait, what?
Yeah, I think so.
The first one's better than Lost and Found?
Yeah.
Lost and Found is the greatest Jordan retro of all time. To me.
I mean, yeah, but it's a retro, right? Like it's Spider-Verse, like one of the first ones. Like,
None of them spider
super
shoes is
original
better
one.
than
I like that first one.
Chicago one to me.
First one is
Lost and
fine.
Found?
I actually think the second Spider-Verse is better than the first
The first one, the second one?
I do. It looks more like the
They
Spider-Verse.
both suck.
It looks like the Spider-Verse. If you look at that new Spider-Verse shoe, it looks just like the trailer.
Something's about to DM it. You tripping.
Like them joints is alright.
They suck. And when that clown said that, I was gonna say something, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just for once on Twitter, I'm just gonna say no.
The second ones
Man,
are cool, but I agree with you though. Like the first ones, the second ones are definitely like more youth, bro. Like
Yeah,
youngsters.
they got a little bit on them. Me and Ivan talked about it earlier about not responding to everything on social media. Though I appreciate that, George. I'm proud of you. Man.
I don't do that, bro.
George be saying some mean stuff.
I don't
man.
got energy for that.
I just don't like people. I don't like people. I don't like none of y'all. I don't like nobody on the internet. Stay off the internet. I like you. On the internet, I don't like you.
Yeah, but you be on the internet all day.
Yeah, but I don't send out like my tweets have to do with the Dodgers suck and what else? What else do I tweet about? I don't send like stupid opinion interaction farming tweets out. That's like
Without them, there'd be no Twitter.
nah, that ain't true.
100%. Without them, there'd be no Twitter.
There might not be any Twitter as you know it today on your
I'm not
account,
saying it's
but
fire.
Twitter is like what started for news. There'd be plenty of that
I
stuff.
don't have Twitter. People really argue a lot there.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Ooh-wee. Don't let somebody
worst thing
post.
is
No,
worse, yeah.
fam, you can
I don't have
scroll.
Twitter.
You'll see about 15 each day. You see about 15 posts of like a lady saying like men should always pay for the first date, and then they just out of control, twinning all day.
Just
Like
goes crazy.
this-
Damn, people got that much time. Huh?
be saying the dumbest stuff. Like, you know what's funny?
guess
Is like
so.
even with sneakers, right? It's sneakers right now to me is so leveled out that even the news and posts you see of that is ridiculous. I see Nice Kicks tweet out, "Yo, what's the worst retro between 1 through 14?" Fam, this is where y'all at? Like asking that basic question? That's like the most basic question ever.
That's how you get a following.
Fam,
So you
come
get people
on,
just to
fam.
interact?
That is
Yeah,
a
that's what it
just
is.
get
Just
people
I
talking.
know.
farming for
Yeah, just
interaction.
get people
I
talking.
know why they do it, but that should be beneath them. We're talking about a platform with over 1 million followers.
No. When I said that's how you get a following, I'm not excusing it. I'm just telling you that's the. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. By
Yeah,
that.
but see, hold on. I'm not surprised.
None of
by
that
it.
stuff. I don't respond to none of that stuff no more.
I
When
don't
people are like, "Who's the best outfielder for the Yankees?" It's like it's designed to get
More
you to do it
thinking
because
shit.
that's human behavior. Is to like, all right, I got to put my opinion in there.
Of course.
But no, I don't care no more, man.
I seen Sneaker
My
Freaker.
tweets all say, "Go fuck yourself, Dodgers." That's it.
Sneaker Freaker posted, "What if Jordan Brand made toilets?" And it was all these concept designs of toilets. And I was like, yeah, we can't even get a retweet of the podcast, but y'all fictional Jordan toilets?
Somebody asked, who needs to see Le'Veon Bell fight Ding Dong? Not one single person on this planet needs to.
Who's Le'Veon Bell fighting now?
I don't know.
Oh, he boxed, right?
Le'Veon Bell and
boxed,
I don't know, Geek. What's Geek man's name? The one who beat his kid with the switch. I think him.
Adrian Peterson.
I think.
They already fought.
I could be making that up.
Right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he knocked out Adrian Peterson.
He knocked out AB.
I have no idea. They're trying to put him with somebody else.
Maybe
I
Adrian Peterson's
don't
son?
know. Not a single human on this planet needs to see that. Not
Le'Veon
one.
Bell actually got hands. Low key, but nobody should watch
He's a
him.
boxer. He would know.
Yeah, but low key,
But you heard what he said, though, right?
Low key,
But nobody should watch it.
Like, yeah, but he low key got hands though.
I mean, look, if I
yeah,
didn't pay for the pay-per-view and it's on,
I wouldn't pay
watch
for a
it.
pay-per-view to pay.
Oh, no, I'm not
watch
paying
it,
to
like,
watch
I'm
that,
not,
but if I'm paying to
And
watch a
Lomachenko
yeah.
fights this weekend.
Yeah,
that's somebody who needs to be
watched.
watched.
Be a great fight too.
Who he fighting?
David Haney,
Is that a good
I don't
fight?
even think it
It's gonna be a
matters.
great fight, man.
Lomachenko's a robot, man.
undisputed champion.
I heard too
Great
much
fight.
about Henny.
Haney, nice, bro.
What come out this week, family?
Some things. Fam, I just hate people. I just don't like. I'm tired of all of them, man.
You'll be all right.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. All of you people on the internet, shut up.
You'll be all right. Move on. Huh?
Dunk low. Oh, there was a lot more stuff I was going to send out today.
Oh, okay.
That's
the like you get that brain trigger response. What is that? That's
I need to
that.
start Twitter just to follow you, bro.
Impulsiveness?
Yeah, but like what's that like the male ego hormone thing or whatever?
Testosterone?
Where you makes you want to snap back.
snap.
I don't know.
Lord.
Why do
have
people
mercy.
feel the need to say something? That's the thing. It's like a chemical imbalance or
You
something.
take that pill that Frank Thomas done be talking about? What's that text man at
Neo.
606?
By the way, I watched that for the first time. Just saw it. Well, you want to talk about one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my
Hold on, what
entire
movie?
life. The latest Matrix.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Insane. Makes no
wouldn't-
sense.
I wouldn't
Even
let them-
dumber than all the other ones.
I wouldn't let them ruin like the originals.
Nah, the original was
Yeah.
fire.
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch
Unbelievable they made a movie that bad.
It was bad.
Uh,
They made Keanu Reeves a video game designer.
all that stuff that was happening in that boardroom, I had no idea what was going on. Why are you sitting there?
That's a ridiculous thing.
Dunk low Micah Green. Dunk
Yeah,
low athletic department. It's a weird name for a
Them
shoe.
joints is fire.
They're not
Athletic
bad,
department,
but-
I seen them today. I was like, ooh.
I mean, what does that mean? Every school's colors are gray, white, and red?
Set from 85. I don't know.
PE.
Physical educations.
Yeah, what if your school colors is Kelly green and white and black? Drake times Hot Step Terra Dookie sandwich.
What, the
Looks
snake
like
skin ones?
Yeah, it looks
Is
like
it the
snake
same?
skin.
It looks the same as the first one.
Yeah, just snake skin.
It looks like Supreme shoe.
Oh, it's just snakeskin.
Yeah.
That shit was alright.
Damn.
When I saw them in person, I was like, they fine. Like, I ain't tripping.
They're alright.
The snakeskin one or the other one?
No, just the model.
Yeah, it's
the
just
shoe
an Air
stuff.
Max.
I mean, the model was a model.
Who cares? People
You know
shouldn't
what I
be
mean?
slapping each other to get
Ain't
that
nobody,
shoe.
no, ain't nobody doing that for no.
They
Nazis.
were at first. The websites were selling out instantly when he first came out with the first two colors.
Just the white and black one?
Not the
Yes.
white and black ones. They sat for a minute.
No,
they
his
sold out.
website when they first
white
came
and
out
black?
sold out in
Even
seconds.
sold them in store. Yeah, they sold
Oh,
out.
really? Oh.
Jordan 5 Retro Craft.
Low key fire.
You
I
saw
don't
them
know
already?
what I'm supposed to read off
Huh?
here.
You saw them already?
Saw a picture. Somebody from Finish Line sent me a picture. It was,
Yeah, all right, Jordan 5s. Like, man, there's like a lot of Jordans that I can honestly say I'll never buy again in my entire life.
I like them,
models.
but I'm just too short to wear them.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
can't wear them with shorts. It looks like I got boots and knees. And it's fucked
Like
up.
the
Just not
only
wearing that shit.
the only five I will buy again is metallic blacks, and I may buy the Alma Meniere 5. Them joints is fire.
I haven't seen those.
Fire.
I sigh.
Sneak peek.
Sneakers and stuff. Question mid. It looks like a Louis Vuitton handbag. I don't know. I mean, what? You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Brown butters.
A question
know
comes
what you
out
would
every
call
single
it.
week.
Only reason I read it is because it's a collab, but I guess that's for a future topic on this podcast. Lucky Green Jordan 3 women's. They
Oh,
don't
yeah, they
suck.
alright.
They don't suck, but do we care?
They're not terrible.
Yeah, they all right.
Mischief is coming out with another shoe. I wish he just would fall off
Them
earth.
joints is kind of fire.
No, they're not.
I like the black ones too. The stompers. Them is okay.
He can fall off earth and nobody would care.
Them is all right.
No, they're not. Midnight Cortez on Crip.
Fire. Them joints is nice. I may buy those. I gotta get a new one.
Easy Ease.
I'm not as sturdy as I was on my walk, but if I get those, I'm definitely walking. I think I can still do it. I don't know. Like, I ain't as sturdy as I was.
Fragment, Clot, Dunk Low. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, them joints is kind of tight.
Yeah, like I seen those.
Don't the like things
like the
peel
white
off
ones,
that
like the
too?
white
I
ones?
hope so
Yeah.
because
I'm
it
not
looks
sure
like the
they peel.
moon.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
I
seen
think
those.
they peel off
I'm not
too.
sure
I
if they
think
peel, but-
them joints is fire.
They're not
Damn,
bad.
they,
I like 'em.
if
But I don't like
something
none of
doesn't
the-
peel off, they suck. If something
I personally
peels
like none
off,
of the
we'll
Class
see.
ones.
What, you
I
don't
don't
like
like
none
none
of
of the class.
Really?
No. Yeah, I like the pink one, the blue one, the black one, like the Forces ones. I don't like.
them? Yeah,
Is this a Shaq? One of Shaq's shoes coming back?
Nick Van Exel.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay. All right.
Exel
Nick
got a
Van
shoe,
Exel, a blast. I had
Yeah,
no
well,
idea
when
he had a
we
shoe.
were kids. Nick the Quick. I had those. That's when I went to Champs. Champs first opened up in the mall. Ooh, that store was fire. I went in there and I had to decide between top 10, 2000 Kobe's, Emmitt Smith preseasons, and Nick Van Exel Blast. And I went with the Nick Van Exel Blast. Got home, they gave me 2 left shoes.
I mean, you didn't have to.
I had to. It was a hard decision. But see, you don't know nothing about that. Actually, you do know something about that. Going back in the day, when you would go to a sneaker store, you actually went there and chose. You didn't it wasn't for a while until we went there specifically for something unless it was Jordans.
You didn't have to. You
I
could have
said-
said, I'll pass and come back next week when something else comes
Nope,
out.
I put all 3 in front of me and I was like, damn, which one do I want? Now, when I got home, they gave me 2 left shoes. So then I went back to the store and they were like, oh man, we don't know what happened to the right one. So then I bought the Emmitt Smiths. Emmitt Smiths changed my life though. That's how I made friends. 6th grade. True story though.
Shoe got love. That shoe got love.
I came first day of 6th grade, coming in the middle of the year, and they saw them Emmitt Smiths. They was like, oh, this cat is cool. Friends.
Yes. You instantly held hands. and
I'm not
stuff.
even joking. They was like, yo, this cat sneakers is crazy.
Bait, form, low pack. You care, obviously.
I'm not mad at them. Too much money for me.
Oh,
174 for a form? I don't wear forms. Forms are like Air Force Ones to me. You know I love Adidas.
You guys already talked about it. This says Marvel times Air Jordan, but is it an official collab? Is that in
The Spider-Verse?
It was, yes.
I mean,
Next
on
chapter.
Sneakers app, they got Spider-Man on there,
Next
right?
chapter, I think it's the name of the movie.
Oh, is that what the
Yeah, but normally, whatever Nike doesn't put.
Well, no, you know what? Because
I know they had to pay rights for it because it's a more expensive shoe.
on the shoe itself, it doesn't have any Spider-Man words.
Doesn't Sony still own Spider-Man, though? Not
e-
even Marvel because
Yeah.
Sony still owns it. Or is that just for movies?
So
Maybe
they
that's just for movies.
for the advertisement on the actual sneakers app, they got Spider-Man
Yeah, they
on
got
there.
Spidey on it.
Yeah. So I mean that ain't Spider-Man. I don't know who this is, but
That's it.
yeah, look at that right here. So they got Spider-Man
That's Michael Jordan.
on the
huh?
app.
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
This one ain't too bad. I might need this one, but I need it for like half price.
I might have to buy
It
my
don't come
son
out till next
doubles.
week, but coconut milk Jordan 1.
Oh, the Lows?
Oh, them joints is fire.
I like those. Those are nice.
It looked like the other black one too. That was what, EXT or something like that. Or
I
what was
need
the
those
one?
for
I haven't
half
seen those black
price.
ones.
Huh?
I haven't seen those.
Oh, really? Not in the store? It's
I
like
need-
the same with like this split around the tongue. They low top grayish.
I need to see these in person too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Nah.
Yeah.
What are they called? Hey, you might as well-
Motiva.
actually go ahead and read through the 27th because we're probably not recording next week.
Oh, that's a good point. Coconut milk Jordan 1 low.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cool.
Aqua AJKO
Mm-mm.
high.
It's too light. That's for baby showers. That blue is way too light. That's for the beach. me.
The greatest shooter in the NBA, Hunger PE.
Go, Ja Morant Hungers.
I saw Jaws at the thing at the outlet when I sent you that picture, and I didn't even. I was like, because I could care less because he's a moron. I didn't even pick it up and look at it.
Did you see Sock Jig put that post up of that Morant he bought? Did you see the
Oh
shape
yeah,
of
it's
it?
like wider than he thought or
Bruh,
something.
that shoe look like a Jimmy John sub.
open face.
Open face sub. Man. Them joints is crazy. Man. Them joints.
This
No
guy.
way.
Open face sub.
No way. What else?
I mean, he wears like a size 12 and a half or something, so it's gonna look bigger than it is on like a 9. But yes.
Who, Ja?
No.
Oh.
Sock.
Oh.
What else we got here? There's a Slahy Benberry something slide.
Slides.
Is that the one you've been copping, or is that a different one? The picture. won't
There's
show
like
up.
actual slides, not the Crocs. But
I was gonna say
Oh,
there's some
okay.
Crocs coming
yeah,
out
it's
too,
made by Crocs, I think, still, but they're just slides though. I seen a cat doing a review on slides the other day. Filthy work.
Jordan 14 Laneys.
Oh yeah, the blue ones.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Nah, the low top one was perfect. All right, making a high. I don't think I could roll with that. I think the only line of sneakers.
It's not a high, but yeah,
you know what I mean.
Mid.
The only line of sneakers I could do that with is Dunk SBs. If a SB started as a low and then they retro it and make it a high, I'm cool with that. If it was a high and they retro it to a low, them is better. Those elephant print lows.
I saw the highs in stores this weekend. They're
too much.
They're less tacky in hand than they are.
Too much cement.
Yeah, they're nice.
Hey, nice might be the wrong word, but they're just
you ain't
less.
got that at the store.
They're less tacky than I
got
expected.
Not the elephants, no, not yet.
Really?
No.
Them joints just for poachers.
Ain't got them.
Yes, camouflage.
Poaching elephants.
Like with shoes like that, bro, I don't go out of my way to get them early. Nah. Like, I'm not. Like, they come in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going out of my way to get them early.
And the only other shoe that releases through not this Saturday, but next Saturday is Jordan 1 High OG Craft Vibrations of Naya.
I don't know. I'm assuming that's a
Oh, it's like a
collaboration.
girl colorway.
I don't
like
know what
that.
that means.
They don't look too bad.
Hopefully, I didn't offend Nija.
They don't look too bad. They all right.
All right.
I mean, they look like something that, that can
That
keep.
Nike already made for a skateboarder. Yep.
They look like a few things.
Okay.
Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. We got special guests in the studio. We got Ivan, owner of Pick and Roll Kicks.
And we're recording this time.
And we're recording this
this
time.
twice.
Talk to me about the store, man. How y'all got started?
Man, store's doing great. Thankfully, Sunny Slope, we out there in the north side, and the community's really like pulling up and showing a lot of love. We've been growing 8 months open now so far there. We started basically like across, I want to say we're on Central and Dunlap now. Where we started was on 7th Street and Dunlap, where I have my boxing gym at. And they used to have it together. For people that been there, like, oh, geez, I appreciate y'all. We used to have the gym in the back. Then we had a wall on the door, and then we had the shoes in the front. And we did that for like 6-7 months. And it just got overwhelming. Like, the gym got packed. The store, it was just a lot. So decided to break the wall down, make the gym bigger. Took a couple months off from selling shoes. It took kind of like a little break. And then found this new spot in the same, like, neighborhood, you know what I mean, vicinity. It's only a mile away, not even a mile, honestly. And the store's doing great now, 8 months there, and we loving it, man.
How do you take a break from selling the sneakers? What'd you do? Just hold that inventory somewhere?
Yeah, I put all my inventory away. I didn't want to feel rushed. I didn't want to make a decision just to make a decision. It was just like, oh, I gotta get something right. I just like we got a lot of people that come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Try to always treat everybody, a lot of respect, a lot of love, and just kind of build like a pick and roll community so people come back and shop with us. Or they were DMing us, hey, man, what you got? And my website was down. But it kind of felt good to get away for a little bit, kind of just, let me just take it in. And I'm running 2 businesses at the same time. Could be a little bit tough, especially when I'm my own employee right now. So like I said, it's just still baby. So I'm always constantly working. So it's kind of cool just to kind of get away and just focus on the gym, focus on the fighters, focus on my wife, career, and everything.
Right.
So then we found this spot, man. It was just one day we just drove and saw it open, called. The next day, landlord was like, yeah. We're like, bet, make it happen. And so we've been there so far 8 months, and it's been going really well.
Man, your wife working there too, right?
Yeah.
She a fighter, right?
She fights MMA. She's a pro fighter. So between me and her, like, when I'm in the gym, so I'm in the gym in the mornings from like 6 a.m. to like 11. And then I go home, shower, and then she'll open the store, and then I'll go to the store, and then she'll go to her gym. She trains out of the lab, and she'll go do her training and stuff, and then I'll go to the store, work the store, and then we got Luis as well. It's like one of my partners with me in there, and so he goes there 2 days as well. So we kind of like, we built a little good team where it's just us working. So that when I'm not there, I'm at the gym, and she's there, and vice versa. She'll go to the gym. So we're just constantly going back and forward.
You seen a change in sneakers since starting?
Not really changing sneakers.
Cats still buying everything?
Yeah, it's just more of a change in the economy. You know what I mean? It's just the love for the sneakers is still there. People still coming in every single day, man, wanting shoes. And they'll never. We're across the street from the high school too, Sunny Slope High School, and you see it how
you're in prime location.
Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. But like, it's cool because like how people leaving high school and like you see like getting older and they're like like I'm over with it, right? But as they're kind of getting over with it, the new ones are coming in kind of like, yo, like I'm loving this, and there's so like it's just always somebody. So I don't really see the love for sneakers kind of fading. It's just right now money's tight. You know what I mean? Money's low, tight everywhere, but people still spend on shoes.
You know what's crazy? I was talking about it this morning with somebody at work, and I was like, it's not. I said, money and stuff is getting expensive. When like sneakerheads, you see a lot more sneakerheads nowadays. Like, I ain't trying to pay for it. Like,
yeah, I mean, it gets tough, and sneakers are expensive. Like, I mean, you can't lie about it. Like, sneakers are expensive. You're paying $400, $500, $300 for sneakers. Like, I think it's became normal to me now.
Right.
Like, where I even do it for myself. It's like, I'm not the type to be like, I'll sell shoes, and they're like, I'm not paying that. Nah, I'll pay it. Like, I'll go to other stores, honestly. Like, I got a lot of homies. I'm cool with everybody. So, like, if I see a shoe from somebody else that has it and I want it, I'm not going to be like, hey, man, like, I'll either do a trade or, like, I'll just go out right and buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I was with Al the other day, and I bought some shoes from him at Rerun. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like that. If I want it, I just buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as we gotten older, like, paying resale for stuff has, like, gotten a lot easier, especially considering, like, I care about, like, how much work goes into it. Like, if I ain't got to do a lot of work and it ain't that much over retail, like, I ain't tripping. Like,
I think it just depends on, like, the shoe and how you feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain shoes I'm just like, I wouldn't want to pay resale for that. But then others, I'm like, I'm cool with it. I really like it. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you own a sneaker store or a resale store at that, and somebody comes in to buy shoes at your store and you don't even like paying that, like, how you going to ask somebody else to pay it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that make no sense, bro. Like,
I've heard cats say that, too. They're like, I never pay resale. I'm like, yo, you own a resale.
You got a resale store, bro. Like, what you mean you don't pay resale? Like, yeah.
Right.
If I like it, I'll pay it.
What's flying out the store right now, though?
Say it again?
What's cats buying right now?
Man, it's just the youth always buying fours and then
Jordan 4s?
Yeah, Jordan
really?
4s. Yeah, that's not stop.
That's
bro.
in?
Yeah, bro. It's every time. Like, I restock on 4s all the time, bro. Every week. Like
what?
Militaries, Midnights, Thunders, Red Thunders. Right now, the yellows are kind of like people are not really. I think watch, give it a month when they go high, when they're $400, everybody wants them.
Red Thunders,
bro. Red Thunders, we sell the hell out of Red Thunders.
I'm not gonna say they're whack, but when they first came out, I was like, huh?
Yeah, right.
But every time I see somebody wearing them, I'm like,
a Red Thunder can't be white. What are you talking about?
It's red and black. You can't go wrong.
There's something about where all the red is.
I think it's when you, bro, I noticed when you
fine.
wear them though, like when you wear them, like people were wearing them, and like they be really faded. The black be really faded, and I'm like, I don't like them. Then
see, I think I need like a little bit of white on them. Like,
they're fine.
they're fine like that.
Do
like
yellows got white on them? I mean, Thunders.
I think on the tongue,
midsole is
like
yellow. I'm pretty sure the midsole.
They got a little bit on the midsole too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is the midsole black or white?
Yellow. I'm pretty sure.
Not all yellow. On Thunders?
I
don't even know. We've had Thunders.
now, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Four's been pretty popular. Then Dunks. I mean, Dunks are just.
Is Dunks gonna die out, man?
I don't think so. I think they're just too easy. They're just too easy to wear. They're not that expensive. Like, you know what I mean? You get them $200, $250, $225. People feel a lot more comfortable paying that than.
See, I can't do that for Dunks. So. Oh, okay, it is yellow. See, that's the only shoe that I'll pay resale for a SB Dunk.
Yeah.
But like a non-SB, I can't pay.
I ain't mad at that.
I just flipped everybody off.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, like I just can't. I can't do it only because, like, to me, like I said, Dunks to me are Vans, not non-SB Dunks. They're Vans to me. That's just shoes. So like, and then you know what? Right now they are right. Like, Dunks are like you could find a pair for 140, something like that. That ain't too bad for me if I'm gonna wear it a lot. But what's crazy is like we talked about Dunks, a few weeks ago, and it was like I got all the Dunks pretty much that I wanted during this like Dunk craze. I haven't worn any of them. I only wear Pandas. Pandas in Syracuse is the only Dunk I've worn.
Syracuse is cool.
All my other Dunks DS, Miami's, ASU's, UNLV's.
I don't even like none of those.
None of those?
None of those.
Them joints are
I don't
fire.
like ASU's. I don't like Miami's. I don't like none of them.
You like any of them?
No.
So you don't got any Dunks?
I think the only actual Dunks I have is Plums.
Oh, okay.
I got Plums and what's that green one? I always forget the damn name of it. Green and yellow.
Brazil?
Brazil or reverse Brazil?
Reverse Brazil?
The same material as the Plums. Jesus Christ. We're gonna have to come back to this.
Ugly Duckling Pack?
Yeah.
What's that called?
That's
I know what you're talking about. The green and yellow.
I always forget the name of the damn shoe, bro.
I don't own any suede Dunks.
That's the only ones I have Dunks.
Yeah, them joints is fire. Like, I want Plums and I want Biotex. Biotex is the other one, right?
Plums.
Vitex Suede?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I need them.
I mean, the most recent one is. I don't know about the original one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, them joints is
So like
crazy.
pandas, no, I don't have pandas though.
You don't like pandas or you don't
I
have
don't
pandas?
have one or like them.
Man, you smoking, man. That's tripping, man.
This is easy shooter.
Man, you guys gotta love that, man. Y'all, so that's it. That's all that people copy right now.
Yeah, honestly, like it's just they stay with the same. And then I've been buying like SBs, SB Move. Then Jordan 1s actually like the hype has kind of died out on them, but people still like them and buy them. You know what I mean, they're just not as they were at one time, like 2019.
I don't know
18,
what
Jordan
happened
1s was
though.
fucking going crazy, and they've been dropping good Jordan 1s, like really good Jordan 1s,
Yeah,
like
see
material wise. Like before they were dropping shitty Jordan 1s, and everybody wanted them, and now they're dropping good Jordan 1s, and nobody's kind of
Like, that's
like
the
Laney's
thing.
Jordan 1s were fire.
Oh,
Jordan
the women's
1s.
ones? Well, they
Fire,
women's,
bro.
right?
Yeah, they're
yeah, them joints
fire,
are nice.
comfortable, bro. Like super smooth leather. Those pink ones that came out,
Wash pinks.
the wash pinks.
I bought them in here and they're okay. They're just too light for me.
Taxis, fire.
People disrespect taxes.
Hella disrespect taxis. The Celtics that you talking about earlier are nice too.
Yeah, them joints are
The
super
what?
The
nice.
Celtics.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Man,
greens
cats was
or
raving
whatever.
about those years ago, and now them joints is just, you can't even give them away. I seen them joints today. Solines tweeted out, and it was like, use a promo code, get 20% off. They already like giving discounts on them. I'm like, shoot, cats is coming up on things like that. Jordan 1s, like I said, man, like, I mean, everybody talked about it, you know, with Jordan 1s and Dunks. They said, like, they keep doing this, it's going to die out, and it did. And everybody's like, I don't understand what happened. Like, them Jordan 1s, it's just so many.
They did a lot. They did a lot for a while.
Like, I got so many DS Jordan 1s in my closet right now. It's insane. Like, they're just sitting there. And I have no desire to wear any of them. Zero. I finally got my hands on, what's the red one that I always talked about? Not Gucci's, but the white and red ones. I bought them from Oscar. And I was like,
Heritage.
Your son?
yeah.
What do you mean you bought them from?
Well, I bought him something else, and he didn't want to pay me back. So I said, you give me those, I'll take them.
Where did he get them from?
He been had them. He bought them from, I think he bought them from like Rerun or somewhere.
Like
I
the
don't know.
Heritage ones.
No, long time ago, years ago, red and white. Come on, man. What them joints called? I can't
do
remember.
the
The
right
red
things,
leathers.
cherries.
No. All red. The leather's red.
Oh,
The swoosh-
Gucci?
No, not Gucci. Gucci had the green swoosh. I can't
have
remember.
No idea what you're talking about.
Anyways,
The one you and Simple
the
love.
ones I love,
The ones you
man.
want to put in the Sticker Hall of
Them
Flames.
joints are amazing. I can't remember what they call.
Amazing, man.
One of the greatest Jordan ones of all
I know what
time.
he's talking about. I just can't remember the name.
Man, I can't even type up nothing about them because I type in red, white Jordan 1 and about a trillion other ones come up.
Nothing pop up.
Yeah, I'm like a million on pop up, but I finally got my hands on those. They wore them one time.
They're called
That's
Treetop
how I feel about my
Pyrus.
dunks, bro. I was telling you.
Them joints is crazy, you know. It's hard running a sneaker shop. Ups and downs.
Yeah, ups and downs. But I feel like if you just really enjoy it, just kind of don't let the downs get to you, it makes it really easy.
Gym Reds. That's what they're called.
Gym Reds,
Sorry.
oh yeah.
Gym Red.
Like you don't let the downs get to you. You don't get too high when the goods come. It's kind of just ride it, bro. Like it's just another day. You know what I mean? I feel like I've found myself in that mindset where I just like, hey man, when we have incredible weeks, let me chill. When we have bad weeks, let me just chill, and I just stay coasting. You know what I mean? And just let it, come to me. You know what I mean? Just let the energy. Is always good energy at the gym, at the store, good vibes. I don't want to like. Just because they have a bad day or a bad week, somebody come in, they can kind of feel that off of me. You know what I mean? Like, people feel off of you, feed off of you. You're in the store, they walk in. It could be a little awkward. Somebody walks in the store is quiet, or it's, the music's playing, so it's alone, right? And then you want to make sure, you're not in your head about, like, having a bad day or nothing.
Right.
So I've learned to kind of just kind of cruise and just be working all the time.
I always ask cats, like, why start a store? Like, why not just stick with online and social media and stuff like that?
Because, like, I had vision of, like, years later, like as a business, I want to be able to get away, you know what I mean? I want to be able to just enjoy life also. You know, now I've worked, man, before opening the store, before starting a business, I worked 3 jobs, like 7 days a week, and
good Lord.
Yeah, man, I grinded really hard for a really long time, bro. And, shout out to my wife for having my back, and it's really, it takes a lot, bro. we take L's, bro. You grind day in, day out, opening 2 businesses at the same time. It's just, but, like, I just saw that maybe, 5 years, 6 years from now, I could just open my door and just walk in and have people working and just have like a culture of like pick and roll community just coming in, and I can step away from it and still be making money and still doing my thing. And that was kind of the visions of why I wanted to open, a store. And I really enjoy people, bro. Like, this is funny because I do and I don't, right? Like, but I enjoy like I don't enjoy people in my personal. I don't want, you know what I mean? I'm not very social in the sense where it's like I like a lot of people around me. But when I'm at the store and people come through and man, there's so many cool experiences, dude. Like you meet so many cool people, you build so many cool relationships just based off of a shoe. And like with all age groups, old people, young people, like teenagers, and you're like, man, we all got in common this one thing. So it's really cool just to engage with them, laugh with them. They buy a shoe and they don't feel like, man, like I just spent this. Nah, they bought a shoe like, you know what I mean? Because I think of it like myself. When I go somewhere spend money, I'm like, I don't want to feel like I spend money. I feel like I had a good time and then money was spent. You know what I mean? So when people go to the store, it's kind of like, yeah, we spent money, but like, bro, that was cool. Like I came through, chill out, maybe talk boxing, maybe talk sports. Talked about the sneakers, try to match it with your fit for whatever you got going on that night. You know what I mean? So that whole experience is cool to me, and I really enjoy it. And so we take it from there. And people, obviously, I feel like they're really loving it because they've just been showing a lot of love.
That's dope, man.
Last sale of Gym Reds in my size was $800.
Yeah, we're not paying that for Gym Reds.
Smoking. And he had those?
Yeah.
Should have sold them to somebody else and taxed them.
Well, I had bought him White Cement 4s or something, or
What, did he go trade them?
I don't remember what I bought him. I bought him something, and he owed me money on it. And he didn't want to pay money. I said, man, you give me the Gym Red ones, and we square. I said, we even. And he said, all right.
You scammed him.
Look, he eat my food. He under my roof. He all right. That's my son. He 24. I'm like, he under my roof, and he eat my food and all that. He all right.
Saw him to pick and roll, bro. He would have been better off.
He could take an L. He all right. Shoot. He all right. Look at y'all. Y'all some haters, dude. I came up.
You did.
You did.
Scammer, though.
Hey, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to take advantage when you can, man. Y'all selling Kanye's still? Yeezys in there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cats
slides, bro. 350s and slides. People love slides.
See,
I think
see the slides.
foam runners kind of slow down, but like slides, yeah.
Yeah, I see some foam
runners. And they're hard to get
runners.
now too. So like now they're a little bit higher price. So it's a little bit hard.
Should never existed.
Foam runners are fire. See, he consider foam runners like a shoe. Like I don't consider a foam runner like. It's not anything for me to judge.
I mean,
it's like to me, it's a Croc. It's like I
think it's better than Crocs. I do say Crocs suck. I hate Crocs. I like foam runners. I hate Crocs though. I make fun of all the friends like wear
put
Crocs.
some Salehi Benbury Crocs on. Change your life.
Suck.
I have Achilles issues. I put them on. Healed.
I hate Crocs, bro.
Healed.
See grown men in Crocs, bro. I always
healed.
Cringe like, bro. You like?
No, I said the problem. Well,
like Crocs at the crib. You know what I mean? Like cool. You want to wear some Crocs?
Exactly.
30, bro. Like
100%.
You pulling outside, bro, in Crocs. I'm like, bro.
No. Let me tell you something. I wear my Crocs in the house. They're house shoes.
That's cool.
And then I go to the mailbox. I may go get some bread or some milk at the grocery store. I may do that. But I ain't putting no fit on. See, when cats start putting fits on with
Crocs,
those and foam runners, no. Then you got a problem.
Foam runners, I don't know, feel like a little different, bro. Just because they're close to, like, I remember, like, my wife, when we went to Hawaii, she took them with her, and she like went hiking. We went to hiking, and she had them on, and like
and foam runners.
Yeah, bro, she was chill. Like, I swear, bro, we hiking. She was chilling around the whole like the beach. She was going everywhere in the island.
See, wearing them on the beach.
Yeah,
okay,
like we was in Hawaii, so everywhere
that's different.
She was rocking. She was comfortable, and I was like, all right, like I feel like you could have done that with Crocs. You kind of gone hiking with her Crocs, you know what I mean? So
probably be easier. Crocs are thick.
No sport mode.
They got them so they don't fall off. But see, Salehi's don't got that. It got the sport mode strap on it, but like you could take the whole strap off and it's just a clog.
I'm cool on Salehi's. I don't like them.
Yeah, I'm tripping though. You got any at the stove?
No, I don't actually right now.
Oh,
I'll still sell them. I mean, I don't gotta like it to sell it. You know what I mean?
Inventory crazy.
Business and money is green.
Yeah, I sell anything.
Inventory crazy.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep track of all that.
Nah, I mean, Square is pretty solid, bro. I got Square as my merchant, and like, I mean, we have everything. We scan the boxes, so like, we just check right away. It was being in trouble with the
you
website.
don't have to type anything in. You just that's dope.
I do sometimes because like sometimes when you scan them, bro, Square will like read something just like complete
random.
different. I'm like, yeah, like what the hell is this, bro? Like say something. So I would like type in like their name, choose the size, and then that's it. So it's pretty easy to keep track of.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, with inventory is easy to keep track.
Y'all sell a lot of clothes too?
We started to, honestly. We started like adding everything. We got a lot of streetwear, so we got a mix of everything, bro. Cause like in Sunny Slope, like to the left is one way and to the right is one way.
Yeah.
Like, and right in the middle, right? So we got like streetwear, Supreme, Essential, Antisocial, Babe, all that. And then we have like graphic tees. All the high schoolers love buying those, like $25, you know what I mean? Like, I got like Snoop or Bad Bunny or Selena, stuff like that. And then we
like
just
vintage
started
looking stuff.
Yeah, and then we just started Sunday vintage. So we have like 3 racks just full of vintage now. And
I've seen
that's
that's
been
like
pretty cool now too. People are really liking it. I like the vintage though, and then people in the vintage world is cool. Like I like going to the events. Wayne's Closet throws those little events. So it's cool. Go chop it up and
seen a
got some
freshman.
I'm too lazy for any of that.
so like just get up and go. It takes a lot out of me.
I don't got no energy for that feature. What'd they tell you?
Oh yeah, shout out to Feature, man. They
For that
invited me to their grand opening the other
They
week.
told us to show up. I mean, it was Mother's Day weekend. I had stuff to do anyways. My family's in town, but fam, I ain't going nowhere.
I forgot.
I didn't go.
I be seeing these freshmen walking around with these Tupac t-shirts. I'm like, fam.
If somebody dropping a satchel with a $sign on it, I'll show up.
Yes, $1 bag for you to go get.
I don't know. The Future said it was a grand opening. They opened like 4
Yeah,
months
they've been
ago.
open a while, but
Like 4
they had
months
sent
ago,
this
bro.
email out like, yo, grand opening thing, and then the homie that worked there sent a message like, yo, we doing a grand opening Friday and Saturday if you want to pull up. And but I'm like, yo, it's Mother's Day weekend, my mom's birthday, there's a lot of stuff going on.
But they different. They restocked a lot of stuff too. They had like Seafoam ones. They had Lightning 4s.
Oh, really?
Pandas.
Lightning 4s or Thunders?
Oh, Lightnings.
Lightnings?
I saw a couple of people on IG with a bunch of restock of Lightnings. So I'm assuming that's where they got it from.
Lightnings.
I don't think no other
fire.
store open. Yeah, honestly.
And Cash disrespected them too when they came
Always
back out.
sell, bro. Those like always.
Lightnings?
Yeah.
Really? I feel like I never seen anybody wearing
Every time we get
Lightnings.
them in store, bro, they sell.
I feel like I'm the only person walking around wearing their Lightnings on a regular
Nah,
basis.
bro, people like
You don't even wear
Lightnings.
yours.
I sold them.
Oh, you sold them?
Those really do sell all the time, bro. Every time I get a
Respect.
pair, like,
I'm never gonna wear a yellow pair of shoes in my life.
you don't think so? I don't know. I don't have them,
No
so I
way.
don't know.
Venture out. Man.
Venture.
I'm wearing yellow. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
He won't even wear bread force. So, and this
That's
is
you
greatest shoe of
wildin'.
all time to him.
You gonna wear Bread Force?
There's still DS on the top shelf.
I'll just bring them into stores. I don't.
Yeah,
I need to confirm that a new release is coming out first before I
Those
do
Off-White
that.
ones,
Nah,
or-
them reimagined fours, all leather.
Reimagined ones?
Come on, man, a leather
I'm gonna get 'em,
bread
but
four.
that doesn't mean.
I don't see my hand. It's a Bread Force though, so everybody.
Come
can
on,
get 'em.
a leather bread four is gonna be better than the OG bread four.
Eh.
I don't know
Period.
about that.
Come, period. Whatever material that the OG fours are made out of, stop. That new buck, whatever.
Yeah,
whack,
new buck,
man.
new suede.
But that leather, come on,
man, if you don't stop,
genuine, tumbled.
yes, it's changed your life.
All right, we'll see. I appreciate you, man. Come on here and talk about the show, man.
Thank
Let everybody
you,
know
man.
where it's at. Let them know the IG and
we're
everything.
located Central and Dunlap, right next to Sunny Sub High School. The little plaza right there, little shopping center, like right where the Walmart's at. So anybody in the north side, man, pull up on us, man.
I always tell everybody who be like, yo, come to Arizona, we go. I always make sure I tell them about pick and roll kicks. I let them know everything. I tell them
Thank
every
you.
single shop we got, every single, let them know man or undefeated, pick and roll, rerun. I let them know everything. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you, man.
So-
We do get a lot. Actually, we've gotten people like come in and be like, "Yeah, man, I heard you guys did the store and the podcast."
Oh,
I'm
really?
Like, bro,
Oh, cool.
Like, that's love, bro. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah, man.
Nah,
Anytime,
for real, I
man.
have. And like, a couple of my friends have came in here, like Warren's came in here, Max came in here.
Oh, yeah.
People. So,
Warren's been here a few
I mean,
times.
so I had the people here that know me and like
Warren's a weird
mention,
person.
so shows love. There's always, and then where's everybody else out there? The people that come here too with you.
Rico and
Rico,
him?
yeah.
Andy and him?
Yeah, Rico always gives shows love too. You always mention us, so
Yeah, them the homies,
thanks
though.
you guys.
I'm
Rico
like-
is actually out there on social media. I'm not really out there on social media. I got Twitter, and he made me create an Instagram for the show.
I didn't make him do
But
anything.
that's the-
though. I said,
No,
maybe you should,
You forced me. though.
I didn't make him do
You forced
anything.
He put cheese under a under a basket and said, "Here."
Yes, a trap.
Yeah, so no, we got a lot of love off of you guys, honestly.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate anything we could do to help out, man. I'm like, I know, what's his name? Mac had came in there and did a show on the boxing room that one time. I was like, okay, goddamn. I'm like, I may have to do that.
Was like, that's when we first opened. Yeah, that's literally Max showed love. Like, it was one of his first episodes, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He came and did it in the ring. We were first originally doing it in the store, and he said, bro, I want to do that in the ring. I'm like, you don't confuse the shit out of people in the ring and boxing
Right.
shoes. But I was like,
Is it connected?
It was. It's no longer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the new spot you're at's not connected to it.
No.
Okay.
It was, but now it's just 2 different places. So now I gotta just be back.
As far away or no?
Nah. So the gym is on 7th Street in Townley, which is like 1 block south of Dunlap.
Oh,
and then
okay.
the store is on Central and Townley.
Yeah, 2
So
blocks.
literally, like I'm a block. I
Or
could
a mile and a half. Or
I
whatever.
literally walk to the store and then I live across the street from the gym. So I'm really lucky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shoot.
I wake up in the morning, walk to the gym, and then I could ride my bike, or sometimes I'll drive and then just ride to the store. So I'm kind of blessed, bro.
Oh,
I
that's
own
kind
that
of
shit.
like the dream, actually.
So, and what was like we already talked about the shoe stuff. What was the stuff behind the starting the gym?
I used to fight a little bit, and then I used to train people at this other gym, and
For MMA specifically?
no
not,
boxing, just
boxing.
boxing. I don't
Okay.
do MMA. I just do boxing. My wife fights MMA.
Okay,
so
you said MMA, so I thought maybe you had
she
experience
fights
in that.
MMA. I just coach boxing. So it's just boxing is just gonna be something that's always gonna be in my life. It's something that I'm always gonna be involved in, and something that I saw myself just kind of just taking it and making a gym. You know what I mean?
Jeez, almost choked. It's big in Puerto Rico, or you picked the bug up here?
It's big, but I picked it up here too. It was huge here, but it was something that I was doing, just doing like personal training as I was fighting and training, and then I kind of, I'm actually pretty dope at coaching, bro. So it is what it is,
got
bro.
that long arm,
you
pat
got-
yourself on the back.
We're
huh?
talking about fighting, bro, and then that, bro. if
You
don't
did,
have
like,
that
Golden Gloves or
mindset-
anything like that, or?
No, I just fought pro, and then
okay.
so now I got an amateur fighter and train him, and then I got clients to do 1-on-1, and then we do like group classes, and so then I train my wife and train like another girl, Olivia. She's one of the trainers at the gym, and then T Baby is one of my boxers, and so we've just been growing the gym, and so but it's been kind of hectic trying to do both.
It sound hectic.
I enjoy it.
Okay, so you obviously watched the most recent fight, I would imagine, right?
Which one? What's the most recent? Like boxing? Or
Tank.
Yeah,
Tank Ryan?
the mega
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
We
all right,
probably-
so
where did we watch it? I forgot.
What's your opinion on the what happened?
Ryan quitting?
Okay, so you do agree with me there then?
And this is talking to a boxer.
I think Ryan. Yeah, man. No matter how you look at it, you quit.
Okay,
You know what I mean, I
Thank
think he knew he was defeated. Like it is what it is.
So okay, so that
It is what it
you
is.
bring up a good
Your
point.
mindset, he just knew
I
he was
felt
defeated.
like Tank was in control the whole time,
Yeah.
but I will say I don't think Ryan was out of place. He just
No.
looked maybe a little inexperienced,
No, I don't think Ryan's out.
and maybe
a
slightly less talented.
Ryan can fight.
Okay.
Fight, bro. No
He
jump.
had
He just-
some moments during the fight.
Yeah, no, he just.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that,
Levels,
but I
just-
think he was in it enough to where he wasn't out of place.
Ryan had a chance, bro. Ryan got speed and power. So
No,
when
he
you got-
had
you
a-
got
Okay,
chance.
all
You know
right.
what I mean?
He
Ryan
had a
a
chance, but I
He's got a
think that
chance.
knockdown
I
kind of
don't know,
like
bro, that
threw
first
him a
knockdown-
bit.
That first knockdown he got up, that was in his first round.
He
second round?
jumped up, but
Was
he
that-
only been knocked down
But
one
what
other
round
time
was
before.
that? First round, second round?
First.
It was
I don't
early,
remember,
but
I think it was
it
first
wasn't
or
the
second
first
round.
round because the
Second
first round,
round?
I think Tank threw
Maybe-
like 4 punches
Maybe it
in
was
the
the second
first
round,
round.
but it was the second
Maybe
round.
it
He
was
got up.
second.
He got up and he fought another 5 rounds until he got stopped. So obviously he wasn't intimidated.
Right.
I think he just knew it was like shit. I'm sinking.
To me,
Sinking-
it just seemed
it's a
like
sinking ship. Let me
too
get out of this shit
early
before
for that shit. It just seemed like too early.
Plus, I mean, like a lot of people around me that have been around him, like in the amateurs and the young, like he just wants to be famous, low key.
Okay, so he don't care
just
about winning the
want to be
championship. whatever.
famous. I don't think he's like his mindset. It's not like I think his coaches have said. I want to speak for him, right? So I don't know him, but like his
Yeah.
coaches have said it, where he's like, I just want to like he wants to be famous. You know,
Right.
being famous and being great are 2 different things. You know.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that, but I'm old. I mean,
He just wants to
he's
be-
old.
he
We
just
know.
wants
We
to be
know
famous.
that. There's
But
a
he took a hell of a shot.
gigantic.
That's a fucking hell of a body shot, bro. I don't know if you ever been hit with a body
Well,
shot,
so
but that shit hurts.
that's what I want to get
Nah,
your
I got hit in
opinion
the
on.
stomach with a
Like to
soccer
me, it
ball.
didn't look
Nah,
like,
that shit hurt like a motherfucker. That shit shut down your whole body.
bro. There
I
was
don't care what it looked like. Look, bro, you want to go back? Watch Hopkins De La Hoya. Watch Hopkins hit De La Hoya with a body shot. It don't look like nothing. It literally looked like. Matter of fact, it don't even look like he hit him. And look what Oscar did. But Ryan got up and
I watched
walked
a
away and then
lot
hugged
of
him.
boxing in my life. Like I said, I'm a boxing guy over MMA. Always have been. That was like there was not enough distance
Nah, that was a hell of a body shot, bro. That motherfucker got short arms, bro. He got T-Rex
Yeah,
arms, bro.
He does have short arms, but if you watch the replay from all the angles, there's not enough.
That shit was right.
It was right exactly where you would want
bro.
one to.
Like homie, like there's a spot right here, bro. Like right underneath the rib cage.
Yeah, I get it.
I hit you, bro. You shut down, bro. Like he hit him.
Yeah, but
right
you
there.
aiming, you like
he hit him right there.
I
bro.
understand that, but if you just hit me, you're. And I'm standing there. You just hitting somebody and you're preparing to hit me.
Yeah, but he didn't just hit him. He caught him in between his shots.
Yeah,
but it was
bro. Getting hit in between.
Depending on how he was, his breath was, them ribs was open. He caught him perfect.
You catch me like, okay, my hands up. You hit me, I might take it, but I'm punching as fully extended, breathing, and you hit me.
But what I'm saying is that there wasn't enough distance on the punch. I understand what you're saying with short arms and whatnot. There wasn't enough. The amount of like torque that you need to build up or force to make that shot, there wasn't enough distance there.
It don't really take that much.
I think that's like the. I think that's the.
I think homie quit.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. I think he quit for sure.
But I think that's the artistry of boxing.
Could he kept fighting?
I don't think a fighter needs that much torque.
We've seen Roy. Was it Virgil Hill? He broke his ribs. We've seen Roy.
That's a nasty fucking right hand though.
Fam, that was one of the loudest shots I've ever heard in my entire life. That's a body shot.
That's a nasty right hand though.
I understand that, but like,
there's just different right hand. They're different body shots. I don't. Could he continue fighting? Probably. Yeah. Okay. Was it like a shutdown? Was it a body shot? Where like he shut down? No.
See, you know what? It just made it. It just kind of looked weird because when he took the shot, he kind of was good.
He didn't shut down. He just looked.
A lot of body shots I've seen, they shut down immediately.
He's like being outgunned, bro. He's just homie was just outgunned. You know.
And no, Tank was in control the whole time.
You go to a war, bro, and you got like
early
a nice
in the
rifle,
fight,
and you're like, yeah, I feel good, and then homie show up with a tank, and you're like, all right, maybe this is not the fight I should
literally
like,
so early in the fight, obviously Garcia had the crowd excited early in the fight. I don't know that he actually ever did anything. Like I said, I watch a lot of boxing.
Didn't do much.
But so I always was under the impression that Tank was in control. Now, by saying in control, I don't mean like he could have ended it whenever he wanted because it wasn't Roy Jones versus some fucking nobody. But I felt like he was in control where he knew unless he, if as long as he didn't make a crazy mistake and get caught with a Garcia power punch, he would have been all right. You know what I mean? Like that kind of control.
I think the whole world knew that though. Like as long as he don't make a mistake.
There's a lot of people boxing who don't understand boxing.
I think the whole world knew. Like at least everybody in boxing knew that like Ryan Chance was, I catch you with one shot. That's literally that's it. But like nobody was like, Ryan's about to set up a trap, and when he walks to his left, he's gonna catch him with his left hook. Nobody was really.
No, but based on the first couple rounds, people who watch boxing but don't understand the sport are watching that like, oh my God, Garcia controlled rounds 2, 3, and 4. No, that's not really what happened. So people watch it and don't understand what they're seeing. You know what I mean? So I think like in that regard, people gave him a better chance than he really had. So that's what I'm saying. Like Tank was in. You're right about saying that Garcia was going to have to win by not outboxing him, but by getting a good shot.
You just catch him.
But people, I think in the first couple rounds, people were like, oh, maybe he can stand in there. And if you understand boxing, you knew what Tank was doing. Like clearly that he was just waiting for his time.
To be honest with you, I'm just glad they're doing fights again like that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm glad it happened.
I don't know if you like follow boxing. Like we had like great fights back to back. Like
Spence and T-Bud.
We had Benavidez Plant. You know what I mean? And then we had Ryan Tank. And then this weekend we have Loma, Haney. Then after that we might get Spence.
If we don't get T-Bud and Spence,
I mean, I don't think that's happening.
Like, there's a lot of good fights out there, and they're doing them now. So it's putting boxing on the map again. Like this Ryan, I just give Ryan credit for even taking the fight.
Yeah, he was inexperienced. No matter how you look at it, he was inexperienced.
It was exciting to have the fight actually happen.
You made a big fight. Like credit to you, bro. But I think that's also why I knew he was just like, I'm gonna live to fight another day. So
I was excited for it. I paid for it. Like usually I go to somebody else and watch it. I paid for it. I was like, I couldn't wait for that fight.
Hey, bro, I buy all of them. I need to stop on that shit, bro.
Really? See, I was like, one of the homies always get
UFC and boxing, bro. I'm definitely gonna go, bro. I'm never gonna be
See,
rich.
the homies always get the stuff, so we just go to their house or we show up or whatever. But like, I was like, I'm buying this one.
UFC is on for free at like cold beers and cheeseburgers, bro. You gotta go over there or something.
I'd rather watch it at home, bro. I don't like watching fights outside. Like I don't, bro. I don't like watching fights at bars. I
don't either.
I
hate it.
See, there's the thing. You bring up a good point, but as long as you keep just stay like within
Yeah,
yourself.
stay in your
You're
circle,
good.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nah, you
I
gotta
don't
get there
let
early
none of
for
that stuff
like that.
affect me.
But honestly, it's not even that, bro. Like honestly, because I don't really, it faces me, whatever. But like, I just like being in my own comfort at home.
I do too.
Just kind of listening to it. I'm actually watching the fight.
I don't like going to Super Bowl parties. I don't like that stuff. I like being on my couch and focusing on the game. I don't need anybody trying to chit chat to me about what happened last weekend.
Fighting, I'm super comfortable just at the crib. Like we put 2 TVs. We put like if there's a boxing match and then there's a UFC, we'll put both the TVs out and just me and the lady just sit there and watch the fights. And so I like being comfortable at home.
I can't do that.
And I gotta argue with nobody.
Like I said, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, talk about it, man. Let's get through these topics real quick. Get through the rest of this show. I know you can't. I know you got to get back, man. It's getting late.
Who? Me? No, my wife found the key, so we good.
Oh, you good? Oh, okay. All right, man. Lakers they slapped in half too. So.
I got that playing right now.
So at halftime they were slapped in half.
Yeah. So Adidas selling Yeezys again.
Dope.
You think it's dope?
Yeah, sure. Why not? People love them.
I mean, there's reasons why not.
Yeah, there's plenty of reasons why not.
They're selling leftover stock, or they're making new stuff.
Leftover stock.
It's just leftover stock. Yeah,
that's what they put.
And they're donating like 15%, right?
Well, they're giving him 15%.
Is it him or to something?
And then the rest is going to charities of everybody who he offended. That's how they said it.
Which is the entire galaxy.
You offended everybody.
So they.
I'm offended. They're gonna send me some.
Yeah, but I'm a Kanye fan, so like I don't.
Send me. I'll be offended just to get the bag with the dollar sign on it. Send it to me.
I mean, look,
Kanye speaks his mind. He's different, bro. He might say shit that's fucked up. And he shouldn't say. He do say foul stuff, but
you wear Yeezys?
I think I have like 2. I have
like
500.
I think y'all misunderstood what I was saying.
Yeah, like
I'm not actually
blacks.
offended. I'm offended when money is involved.
Yeah, money, like you said no money shit
Like, wait a
offended.
second.
I'm offended if he's not. I think I have like utility blacks 500s, and then I got a pair of slides. That's what
See, I don't have any Yeezys anymore. Not one pair because when he went and lost his mind about over the Trump stuff, I was like, man, I can't right now. He wilding, you know. And then I was like, you know what?
Listen.
I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna do nothing. And I tried to get wave runners again. I tried to get stuff like that again and whatnot. After this latest, his talking about the Jewish community and stuff like that, I was just like, this cat is out of control.
Listen, we knew that Adidas is a company. They're in business to make money. They're not in business to like
they don't really
be
care
your
about
buddy.
Nothing,
you know what I mean? I was gonna say corporate America, but really corporate world. Capitalism, we knew if they had all they were doing was biding their time.
Of course.
If they had all this inventory, they weren't just going to light it on fire. They were going to try to recoup all that money that they lost.
Of course.
Obviously. So I'm not surprised
That's
whatsoever.
What I'm saying, like, to me, all this stuff, it was just a stunt. Like, all of it, like, how they really try to cancel him. Or like,
yeah, I mean, I think you could say that about every business
stunt, bro.
or every major corporate business that tries to put the front on.
Honestly, people come into the store and buy Yeezys is all people. It's not even like just this, not like it's literally everybody, like all races.
I still have a couple pairs,
all crews, like all people from different places. Like,
so you know what I think one of the problems is, and like even when I heard this story,
I think I've disassociated him from the shoe.
Even when I heard,
it's just a comfortable shoe to me.
It's just a dope shoe, comfortable.
Even when I heard the story, only person I could think of was Fear of God, man. Like I didn't think nothing about the Kanye. I was just like, bro, y'all really don't care about Fear of God, man. And it's like his news and new pictures and new stuff came out pretty much the same day they decided they were going to sell Yeezys.
It's because Jerry don't really drop shoes that are like that good.
I'm just like, well, y'all gonna start selling Yeezys in the same time as around Fear of God stuff? Like Fear of God stuff was supposed to come out at the end of the year.
I thought he was already
Yeezys,
out.
No, it hasn't even come out yet.
No,
right.
I thought
he
already left.
Yeah.
No, the Fear of God stuff, they just had the fashion show. They showed a picture of the sneakers.
I understand that. He left from his position at Adidas a long time ago.
Oh, he did?
No.
Yes, he did. We talked about it on the show.
But he really didn't. And then he
I don't know what that means. He really didn't.
Well, he put a statement
out.
That said that he didn't. He's just no longer doing basketball.
What shoes, though? Does he do good shoes?
The shoe that came out was a basketball shoe.
You mean period?
Period. Does he
I like him.
Yeah.
I got no problem with him. And here's the thing. I got no problem with him because I appreciate the effort put into him. Nobody's putting effort in nothing.
That's fair.
Like, it's like, you know what, if you like him, you
good?
like him.
No, that's fair.
It depends. It depends, like on if you know how to wear them. I didn't think those first Nike ones were that fire until I see somebody wear them properly, and I said, okay, they are.
Big boots?
Yeah, they okay. I also felt the same way about literally every single Kanye that existed. When I saw him, like, huh? And And then I was like, okay, these is I literally every single one, Yeezy 1s, 2s, Adidas Yeezys, we all saw pictures and things of those and shapes and boots and this. It was like, what is this?
Yeah,
and then
so
was like, they aight.
He has Fear of God Athletics by Adidas, but he ain't. But he was like the president or whatever.
Oh,
of that. He ain't
you
that
mean
no
like
more.
his official like role? Yeah, I thought you meant like
Yeah,
Adidas and
he's
Fear of God
gone.
no longer doing anything. I don't know. Who knows? Look, when it comes to Kanye,
That's why it didn't make any sense. They still were making it if he was leaving. I'm like, why are you leaving? You haven't even released nothing yet.
Here's the thing with like the Kanye thing. I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if you should wear it. Like, people are like, oh, should you wear it in 2023? I don't know if you should.
It's not that deep a conversation.
It's not that deep a
To me.
conversation. Hold on. It's not that deep a conversation, but I also can't be a certain way how I am about how people treat people and how people act and how people say things that should be held accountable for the things that they say and stuff like that. I don't. Now, people that want to go,
that goes back
the
to
shoe and him are two different things. It really isn't.
I mean, well,
Like,
hold
it
on a
really
second.
isn't. Because, look, I haven't watched a Mel Gibson movie since he lost his mind. I haven't.
I mean, because he hasn't done a good one.
I haven't. Now, I'm not going to say, like, Lethal Weapon came on, like, I didn't sit there and watch it and whatnot, but, like, I haven't watched a new, because of things like that happen. Like, I can't drop things like that. I can't. Now, here's the thing. I think it affecting a community that, like, a lot of us really aren't super close to plays a part in it. I might know some Jewish people. I don't even know if they're Jewish or not.
That's not the only folks he offended. I mean,
well, look.
he did a lot of stuff. Listen, the answer is this. Am I buying another Adidas Yeezy shoe? No. I still have 3 or whatever I
You're
have.
not buying Pirate Blacks?
I still have her.
Oh,
So.
Excuse me.
Bro, they're all gonna sell.
So
no, they're all
I
gonna
still
sell.
have them at home. I mean, it's just a comfortable shoe to me. I'm not going to throw it away or do whatever. You know what I mean? But am I going to buy another one? No.
Nobody's really coming into the store and, like, standing their ground and be like, against Kanye.
No.
I disassociate people from whatever they're associated with when they do crazy stuff. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
I don't know.
I just don't think, like,
You said you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
If you would have went on there and said about Puerto Ricans, would you feel the same way? Honestly.
I wouldn't really feel offended. But
Really?
I'm different, though, in the sense where, like, that's your opinion, bro. Like, I'm not affected by it. As long as you don't harm me. As long as nothing you say or do harms me or those around me.
Like, he was
They're just
pretty,
words.
it was probably close to the max you could get offending the Jewish community. It was up there. I mean,
I'm not defending his wrong. I'm
no,
just
I'm
like,
saying that. And I do look at, like, product as if, like, if this person is awful or is awful to somebody as another human being, and that's this thing, yeah, I ain't copy. That's a me thing. I'm not chastising anybody for it. But
I think we
anybody
gave up
who-
on
but
Kanye
anybody-
a long time ago.
yes, but see, I stuck with it when he was just too busy on the Trump stuff. And not the fact of him being a Trump supporter, it was the fact of how he was treating everybody else who wasn't. I didn't like Kanye acting like we were all stupid and dumb
Well, of
because
course,
we didn't
that's
understand
what,
it. That's what I
the
hated.
whole ideology behind that, fam. There was someone, I don't know if it was on the Joe Rogan show or whatever. Somebody was on Joe Rogan's show. I think it was Joe Rogan's show. Maybe it was a different show, but it was basically like that whole the Kyrie book stuff. What is it, like the original
movie.
Israelis are the black?
That movie. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the?
I don't know what it's called, but he tweeted.
You
out
know
the
what I
Amazon
mean?
link
Like
to the movie.
there's a name of like their following or whatever, like the Black Israelites.
Yeah.
So there was somebody who was on either Rogan or some other show, and he was talking about like the medical field and this, that, and the other, and he kept on saying the word they teach us this, but really this is how it works. Fam, I stopped listening to people who do that stuff 20 years ago. I don't have time for conspiracy theory people. I don't. You think if you think your little 1% community knows the real truth and 99% of the people don't know the truth, there's something wrong in your head. If you think that the story that you're being told is the real story and that 99.9% of the people are wrong and it's been a conspiracy the whole time, how did this not get out before 2023? What are you talking about? That's for all that stuff.
I mean, look,
That
you know,
the reason why
when it comes
Kanye's
to
saying
things
that
like
is because he believes that stuff. He's been a known moron.
Well, I mean, conspiracy or not conspiracy, just because the information isn't out there worldwide doesn't like necessarily make it a conspiracy.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No, you're saying that like if you're telling us something that you believe in based off a story you've been told and like 99% of the world doesn't know it or whatnot, you saying that's a conspiracy.
No. What I'm saying is if you think it's been a secret this entire time and the only people that know the truth are your little community, you're insane.
Now
You try to keep a secret. How long can you keep a secret from your wife or from whatever? Now multiply that by like 100,000. Of 100,000 people knew the secret. You think they would keep it a secret from everyone else?
Yeah, but you're talking about two different things here.
No, I'm not.
Well, he's not selling nothing. If he was selling something I didn't believe it, I wouldn't buy it. Like if he was selling something I don't believe in
I'm
and
not
don't
talking
care
about selling anything. I'm talking about he's of that mindset.
and that's fine. He could be of that mindset, which is why I may not support him if he's of that mindset.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I know, but you can separate Kanye's product from where his mindset
I'm not
is.
buying anything new. I already said that.
No. Not buying anything new, but you said you can separate yourself from it. It doesn't matter if you're going to buy anything new. You can still separate yourself from it.
I've separated him from
His product.
that shoe that came out 10 years ago or whatever. It has nothing to do with him being a black Israelite now, to me. We've known forever that Kanye was an insane person and thought he transcended all
100%.
Intelligent life form. But that's what those people believe who say what you've been taught in school about the medical field is wrong. And this small 1% group over here knows the right answer. Those people all have that same belief of have transcended human belief.
100%.
So that's what I'm saying.
I know. I can't separate the product from people who believe in stuff like that if I don't believe in it.
I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about him. I'm just talking about Kanye specifically because
I know.
those other people aren't making a product.
No. I'm talking about I can't separate the product from Kanye, a person who believes in stuff I don't believe in. So I could never buy Kanye.
Sure, we've known this for a long time. It's not this Kanye doing this.
Actually, could never.
This
I don't know.
act is not
I'm
new.
not. 100%.
Kanye made a song called what was it? Jesus Walks or whatever. He thought he was Jesus in the video.
Now I do feel like a lot of people are willing to sidestep it because it's the Jewish community. I do feel that way. I feel like if it was a white man, he got on there and said something about black people, I would have been like, no way.
You're saying black folks will be able to sidestep it because it's the Jewish community? Is that what you're talking about?
Black folks, white folks, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, I think anybody who is not of the Jewish community.
He offended.
Yeah. But all those other people you're talking about aren't going to be offended when he talks about slavery. Only black folks are going to be offended when he talks about slavery.
No, but see, hold on. But see, that's why in regards to this, like we're talking about the Jewish community, I have no ties to the Jewish community whatsoever. But to me, as a human being, I feel like it's my responsibility to not support something regardless of if it's of anything of my thing. I would hope that other races, if it was another race saying something about black people, I would hope they would feel the exact same way. I'm talking about me right now. I ain't talking about what everybody else should do. I'm just saying that I do think that, and you know what? I don't even include sneakerheads because all sneakerheads care about is being fly and being dope and being cool. So I don't even include them in conversations on what they should feel or be offended by. They offended on Monday and back copping on Tuesday. Like that's sneakerhead culture.
And offended on Tuesday as well. Later
now
in the day.
I'm talking about me as an old man now. Like I'm solidified as sneakers. I got enough. Like I not having a Yeezy for the last 4 years. I can't remember the last time I had a Yeezy. Had zero effect on anything.
Right.
Like I don't need to make a move or buy anything like that. I will say, like I said, that like. You know, I just think that it gets overlooked because it's something that people just don't really have much community ties to. Like the Jewish community, you wouldn't even know. Like you wouldn't even know it. And if they're offended by it, they're offended by. I just don't like it.
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't like it.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying it might be a small percentage group or something like that.
No, I do appreciate Adidas donating money to. That cause and whatnot. But honestly, as I said before, the first thing I thought of was like the fear of God, Adidas thing and stuff like that. I feel like that's just going out there. I feel like Adidas has really put themselves in a crazy spot. Like, they really have. Kanye West.
Because of what?
I mean, Kanye West is
They
still
gotta
the
backtrack.
Kanye West is still the only news of Adidas that matters.
They don't
It's
have
still the only Adidas news that matters. Nobody cares about this.
But you
Fear of
said
God
they
stuff.
put themselves in a crazy spot.
I think
so
they.
what? So if that,
Well, by
What do you
banning,
mean?
Like,
You
by
know what I
stopping
mean?
selling
Like,
Yeezys,
so
by
like,
doing all that.
you know what I mean by like a crazy spot, and we're gonna talk about Morant later. It's like Kanye's actions didn't just start with Adidas on how he is and how he acts and stuff.
They probably
like
knew
that.
he was crazy, but they didn't think he would say that. I mean,
Yeah, you don't, but like, it's like, dang, when people give you those signs, you know, and then they put so much into them. Like, the fact of a lot of their value and worth is tied into Yeezy is crazy. Like, if Jordan Brand broke off of Nike, Nike would still be, it'd be a lot of
Adidas
money.
doesn't have nothing
well, it's still the
good
number
to
one
offer, bro.
brand in the world.
It
Yeah,
is, but like, I feel like Adidas, with regards to its, you know, standing in the sneaker community, standing in, but
I
it's,
think
it's all
in
revolves
pop,
around Yeezy.
Like in pop,
It's all
yeah,
revolves
in
around
pop,
Yeezy.
Adidas doesn't have nothing but Yeezy.
It's all
In pop,
revolves
like,
around
just,
Yeezy.
like, and the flyers and just
Like
some
you're,
drippy stuff. Like, it's Yeezy.
they
What-
just had.
What other Adidas people are gonna go out their way to go buy if it's not just to just be like a daily walker? Just I mean, like some boost. Just go.
Well,
play.
yeah.
Outside of that, Adidas doesn't really have nothing you
The
want.
sneakerhead community never kept Adidas in business in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, their business
No, 100%.
is based in Europe and soccer.
Europe and soccer and stuff
and
like
then
that.
and like regular stuff like day shoes. Because I remember like I used to work at Finish Line and we sell hella boosts and like hella like just regular gray shoes that dads wear. You know what I mean? Like that's it all day.
But I don't know, man. I just feel
Yeezy
like
keeps them hot.
I feel like the fact that Yeezy is still their number one news and what's keep them talking and people talking. Like, I mean, the Yeezy discussion after he was dropped off of Yeezy is still carried on. What to do with product? What they're gonna do? They're gonna sell it. What are you gonna do?
Dope stuff, bro.
But what I'm saying is that I don't think that's from the brand. That's from the echo chamber or from
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but I'm saying
you
like
wanna call it the
it's
culture,
not
the
from
hobby,
the brand.
whatever.
It's not from the brand, but it's like, dang, like we're trying to get this fear of God thing going, and we just can't get from under Yeezy.
We've known Adidas has always been lames like that.
Oh,
We've been
100%.
talking about it a million
That's
times.
my- that's my
They don't
point I'm trying to
they
make.
don't even have good basketball shoes.
But
Like
that's
how many good basketball players did they had? They had Derrick Rose. They had James Harden. They had.
They got Trey Young.
Well,
they had Lillard.
They had Lillard.
They got some good basketball shoes, but like, I think
but they never been like a boom.
yeah, the issue with Adidas is if it was good for performance, it wasn't good aesthetically, and if it was good aesthetically, it wasn't good for yeah.
exactly.
So where like Nike figured out like
Both.
we're gonna get Eric Avar to make
dope shoes that are dope to play basketball.
yeah,
too.
Kobe's
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Like,
Leo
you can-
Chang
you
to
can
make
actually,
dope
You actually
Durants.
want to wear those outside
Yeah.
of playing basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
they
other
were able to
ones,
figure out design, and obviously Nike got the number one innovation kitchen in the world. They do stuff better than everybody, or they wouldn't still be existing the way they are.
No, Nike's dope.
But yeah, like I think we've known Adidas was lames in that regard for a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
boost
Adidas,
thing,
like, I think Yeezys-
they got lucky on that
Yeezys,
because
if
they didn't even design it for that
if
reason.
They didn't remake like new ones, like they would keep them alive, like really in the States, like for like the hype or like
Right.
sneakerheads or like just pop in general. You know what I mean? Like, because nobody's really rocking those. Like, I think New Balance is doing better now than Adidas. Like in the culture.
In sneaker
the
culture,
sneaker
absolutely,
culture, New
absolutely.
Balance doing way better now than like Adidas. Adidas not dropping nothing since Yeezy left, and it's not going to. Nobody's gonna go to like NMBs is like probably the only thing where it's like, you know what I mean? Like outside of that, nobody gonna go. to that.
They've had a long time to get it right, but maybe they don't care. That's the other thing.
That's one thing. Yeah,
Who
I
knows?
think
Maybe
they don't care. I think they don't need it. I think they make so much and they do so well off of everything else. I mean, they sponsor every soccer damn league and team out in Europe. They have so much already that it's just like, do we really need this lane?
Yeah, they may
Do we
not care about that kind of stuff because they obviously don't innovate the
I don't
way
think
that
they do care.
they
They
don't-
all looks the same. Like, I don't think they care or they want to.
Puma was doing more in the basketball sphere than
Puma
Adidas
a little bit,
was.
and then Puma kind of like they kind of fell out too.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't seen nothing.
you
Puma
gotta
be
keep
good.
that. That's like
Nike. That's why Nike just always reigns.
Kobe 1, Kobe 2, Kobe 3, Kobe 4, Kobe 5, LeBron 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like if you can't keep churning that new model out, you're gonna fall off. That's just the way it is.
Where the restroom at?
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, just go out, make a right, and then you'll see on your right hand side.
These things is killing me.
What?
These sparkling things, woo.
You talking about having to go pee?
I had to use the bathroom crazy.
Oh my God, are you a little kid?
Whew. I'll have to just.
Damn, Adidas. We've known Adidas sucked for a long time. Like that ain't nothing.
Adidas didn't suck.
No. Suck in terms of innovation, creating new stuff. I'm saying that's what we were talking about when you left. Adidas has sucked in. They got lucky with the boost wave.
They did,
and they
you know
they
what?
really had no business getting to the place they were at. And you know, I said, what was it, 6 years ago or whatever, that Kanye's influence on the brand was not that big. Maybe over time it grew larger. I honestly don't really believe this whole like massive loss was only that one part of the business. It had to be other stuff, because it doesn't make any sense to me. What was in the last 2 years or whatever, what was he even making besides shoes? They weren't making the clothes no more. Like remember what was the shoe that came out? The Power Phase, the one that was like just the low white shoe. And then he made all that Calabasas clothing. What other clothing was he even making before he flipped out?
I don't know, but according to them, they took that major loss.
Yeah, I don't even know if I
that.
believe that nonsense.
Look, I always knew Kanye had influence. I didn't know it was that great. I really didn't. But the fact to me of now is that his influence is so great, I don't think anybody else could ever get on that line and have just as good as influence. Nobody.
Well, someone will by the time we're dead or whatever, but sure, yes. I
guess. If you want to look at it that way.
Well, you just go down the line. Every generation has had an influential Tupac. Tupac was way more influential than Kanye West. He's just in a different manner, you know what I mean? But you still remember what shoes Tupac was wearing on the front of his album cover. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, no, man. If I was Jerry Lorenzo, I think I'd be heated. I'm sorry. Yeezys are about to be Adidas' #1 selling sneaker
unless
again.
he made the decision to leave or not do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what you're saying, and I agree,
His
unless
stuff
he
is
was the one who did that.
fine. You don't like any of his clothes?
His clothes, yeah.
The clothes fit crazy.
Yeah, his clothes.
I like the way they look, but I don't know why I would buy.
Fear of God is fire, but it's too expensive.
You can't buy the clothes unless
That's not that expensive anymore.
Yes,
you can find it for pretty reasonable. I just don't know
I'm not
why.
talking about stuff that's on sale, fam. I'm talking about the sticker price they put on stuff.
Try it on before you buy it. No,
100%. You got to try it
God
on.
stuff is expensive.
All the Fear of God stuff I bought, I had ordered it, and I was like,
try it on.
it's okay. I just don't know why I would buy a Fear of God Adidas and not just essentials. Like, throwing some stripes on it, it's all the same stuff.
I just got essentials.
My thing with Jerry is, and Kanye and all of them, is that I hate they design for themselves and they think we should wear it. Like, they don't take everybody in consideration. It's like, I like to dress this way. This is how you should dress. So it's like loungewear all day. Like, and I get it, and I have some of the stuff, and I get it. But the fact of the matter is like, I wear a medium. I wear a medium in regular shirts, and that I wear like an extra small. It's like, this is insane.
If he's making like a Fear of God Adidas belt, you ain't copping that. I
might, because I love Adidas.
You ain't copping Fear of God Adidas suit. You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
A tuxedo?
Fam, you ain't copping that.
You
talking about
a jumpsuit?
Loungewear. I mean, listen.
Nah,
now if he made
jumpsuit.
like flannel shirts and stuff like that in like a
he do it just costs too much.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, if he made flannel Adidas shirts in a smaller market cap, whatever you want to call it, market price, then, yeah, people might buy that stuff. Ain't nobody buying a Adidas sweatshirt for $200. I'm sorry.
Nah, they not. And that's the problem with, human race stuff sells kind of, but that's still overpriced too. But anyways, who knows? J Balvin 3 is coming out. Anybody like? Anybody
That's
care?
the best shoe J Balvin has done yet, which says a lot because they're pretty whack.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
His shoes are all whack.
Hey, fire?
All right, I'll fuck with him.
You Puerto Rican, though.
Yeah, see, but he Colombian, though. But he kind of soft, too, though. You know what I mean? He kind of soft, bro. He ain't like mine. But, like, yeah. Nah,
you require by law to like him, bro.
Like him, right? I'm supposed to like, nah, he kind of soft with it. You know what I mean? But I like these, though. I like the threes. But I like threes, though.
I don't think they're hateable. I think it's like you either like it or it's like, eh.
I think the smiley face on the back is cool, too.
You know what it is? It's some tactics, like back tabs. The shoe itself is whatever, but the back tabs with the smiley face and the lightning bolts and all that stuff, it makes you want. I don't think the shoe is bad. Like, and you know what? I don't think his other shoes are bad.
Yeah, they are.
I don't like the twos.
Well, you know what?
I think they're cool, but I wouldn't. I like low twos, first of all. So
I mean, a high two versus a low two, obviously.
I don't wear high twos,
but
that blue with the
clouds,
and
I thought that was actually kind of fire.
I didn't get it.
It was creative.
But I didn't get it though. Like, why are you in the clouds? Are you high? Like,
yeah, but it may have been. It may have been like.
I didn't get it.
It may have been like the sky's the limit.
The first one was cool. I thought the first one was cool.
Sky's the limit. The first one I thought was whack until I saw it in California. Somebody wearing it, I was like, this joint is crazy.
But you gotta just gotta wear like
you gotta know how to wear it.
All black.
He was wearing the guys he was wearing all black from head to toe in them joints.
DJ Khaled wearing them.
That's what you do. You gotta just wear all black or like, you know
what I mean?
Yeah, but that's how
I like them though.
That's how it always is with stuff like that. You can't wear a super colorful outfit and wear those. You got to have plain stuff with loud shoes or loud fit and plain shoes.
Well, no, see, that's for us because you look at J Balvin, he's out there wearing.
I'm not talking about people wearing
tie-dye pants that go perfectly with it.
I'm not talking about people that wear Great 5 shirt with Great 5s. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say the fashion stuff, I'm talking about people that's dressed like us.
Well, I feel like sneakers like these you have to put in like a little bit of extra effort
people
to
that
like sort of make these look good.
Jordan 11s in the fridge and take a picture and call it bread. It should be slapped off the planet.
Are these
I've never seen that. Oh, yeah, no, I have.
Yeah. You've seen that.
That's retarded.
Look, these joints is clean. Like,
Put Great 5s on a piece of bread. No?
Am I going for them? I don't know.
Like, yeah, for sure. Probably won't cop like for personals, but yeah, they'll be at pick and roll.
Oh, you ain't gonna count for personal?
No.
Oh, see, I thought you like them enough for personal.
No, probably not.
I don't know. Them joints is alright, no. But that was the whole thing too.
Contractually obligated to own them joints.
No,
bro.
come on,
I don't know, man. When the whole thing with him and Khaled, like, everybody was talking about like it's a marketing.
It's corn.
And, I don't really know anymore, like because. We talked about it with DJ Khaled. Like, you pay, and that's what I was told. And I'm sorry, this is what I think. Like, you can pay for your own collaboration. Like,
for real?
I'm positive in this. All right. Now I got no proof.
I ain't got no money like that. So
I got no proof. But see, to me, this is what I told
many
people.
do.
But see, this is what I said. I said having a collaboration now is like the new I'm rich flex. Like.
Well, who has collabs outside of rappers, outside of Khaled? But Khaled's had a collab for a long time.
Not really. Those like friends and family with the best stuff like that. Yeah. Once Khaled was able to drop
like the fives, his first collab.
Khaled was able to have a legit collab and drop 3 colors, and we the best on the back tabs and all that stuff. I guarantee he paid for that stuff. Like
but Khaled also has like a relationship with like other people that have really good relationships with Nike.
Khaled isn't anybody that people go, I want the DJ Khaled's. He's a funny person.
I don't even think he's funny. I think he's obnoxious.
I like him a lot.
I fucking hate him.
See.
I fucking hate him. I do, bro.
Yeah, honestly. But see, the thing is.
I think he's probably a pretty cool person, bro, but like, I hate his social media person.
I know. I think it's a reverse.
You think so?
I don't think he's clever or would be personable in person at all. I think he is funny on social media.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think he just be like a chill.
We talk about this all the time. Like,
person,
okay, so me and Greg always have this conversation.
I would strive to be as happy as he seems he is.
Well, no, duh, everyone should. But he's also got $50 bazillion. All right, so this is the thing. Me and Greg always talk about this, like, because I've seen Dave Chappelle stand up live a bazillion times, and he's of the opinion that, like, Dave Chappelle is one of them cats you have in your group, and he's funnier in your group. No. The stand up?
No.
Oh, what did you said about?
No. I changed that about Mike Epps.
Mike Epps. Okay,
Mike Epps isn't funny to me.
So Mike Epps isn't necessarily funny stand up. He's funnier like hanging out with them. So that's my thing about Khaled. Like, I don't think he would be in the group and you would be like, you're a funny guy. I think you just look at his social media like, you goofy, so it's funny.
I think, like, in person, I think he's actually like super mellow and like just calm. Like, I don't think he's a funny dude in person.
I think he's unintentionally funny.
I think he's a character online, just trying to like.
100%. He's definitely a character, but he plays really well.
Like, I remember.
But I don't think he. I don't think he realizes that how. Why it's funny.
When he was lost on that jet ski in Miami and that
was funny though.
That was hilarious.
That was funny. But for the most part, I just can't. It's too much.
I love it.
I get annoyed quick, bro. This is too much.
See, y'all just like that.
Another one.
No, that's funny. It's not funny.
You can't tell me the video that he did, not the one on the golf course, but the other one. You can't tell me that video is funny.
Which one?
When he went in the house and was showing all them shoes and was like, J Balvin, what happened? Send me the shoes.
Oh,
that's not funny.
That's goofy stuff. That's like that's over the top stuff.
It's not funny.
Things like interviews and how we talk about God did. Like all that is,
some of that shit is
funny. When that gift might be already in the top 10 gifts of all time.
When he stands up.
Like
but that's not
all time.
But he's not doing that because he thinks I'm gonna be a funny person. That's unintentional.
Look, either way, to me, ain't nobody buying no. Now, to me, collaborations like J Balvin and things like that, I don't know a single J Balvin song. I don't. I don't know a J.
Spanish, so
yeah, but like, I feel like even in Spanish, if I heard it,
I don't know a single song.
I'd be like, okay, I've heard
every single. I'm gonna
before.
be honest with you, and probably Greg too. Every single song that comes on, I don't know if it's J Balvin, Bad Bunny. What's that? J Munna. What's the one that was in the movie with Jennifer Lopez?
That's fair though, because I feel the same way about
or Pitbull. I don't know none of them.
New hip hop. I mean, I don't really listen to a lot. I don't listen to J Balvin either. But
I don't know any of these.
I don't know if it's NBA or
they all look the same though. That's the thing.
I don't know NBA.
Oh no, that's different. I don't know none of that either.
None of them either. So
I don't know Lil Trippie Red. I don't know any. I don't. If you play
Durk, I don't know none of them. The boys like my fighters at the gym be making fun of me, bro. They've been playing I play old like salsa and shit. They be like, yo, like. And I'm young, bro, but like NBA, I just don't understand it. That should be mumbling.
What's the man's name who was in the movie with Jennifer Lopez? Because now I don't know. Maluma? That's
Maluma.
Maluma J Balvin, the other one, all look the same. I think it's the same person. Bad Bunny, they all look the same.
Maluma.
Look, I heard a Bad Bunny song when I watched something on Twitter. It was like the intro. He was like on WWE, and it was the intro. The song sounded fire. The crowd was going crazy. He was in Puerto Rico. The crowd was going absolutely
why those people can sell shoes
but Bad Bunny's
Khaled
collab
can't.
was trash.
Yeah, it's falling off fast.
Well, it wasn't good though. It wasn't a good shoe.
Well, he did it with Adidas.
Yeah,
That's why.
Exactly. Why didn't he go with Nike? If he would have done with Nike, he would have had an incredible shoe.
What makes you think that?
Because Adidas don't do good shoes.
Man, you just making that up.
No, he knows. He'll agree.
No, we were talking about it.
Yeah, Adidas don't do good
shoes.
They just
don't. They don't have the fam.
They don't have the catalog to do so.
They also don't have the innovation and design that Nike does. We talked about this.
Like they're either real comfortable and really ugly.
Like I think Adidas is okay with where they are in the world. I don't 100%. Think. Yeah, so I don't.
Number 2 is perfect.
So they don't strive to do stuff like Nike does.
Yeah. No.
Nike's innovation kitchen is second to none. I mean,
something you was like, yo, that's crazy.
I just read that shoe off the list that's coming out. That new Nike shoe. I showed you the picture. I was like, I need to see these in person. You said, no, you don't.
Fam, that's the only one probably that will come out. No, Nike does that all the time when they come out with these things. You be like, yo, what is that? And they never see it again.
I understand that. The point is they do a lot of those. Adidas does 0 of those. That's my point. Eventually, something is gonna catch fire and be hot.
What Adidas collab is like? Wow,
wow,
like the Bad Bunny.
I mean, I don't know. Every single time we do an Adidas list, the entire list is Ultra Boost and Yeezys. I have no idea.
Their only collab they got is Bad Bunny's. They got 4 colorways.
I mean, they got Sean Weatherspoon.
They don't. They have to come up with new models. I mean, but I've been saying that forever.
Sean's is trash too.
They are. You just like shell toes too much.
They're not even shell toes.
Trash.
The one with the strings on it, I'm pretty sure is shell toes.
Oh, that's one of them.
Yeah, that's a trash.
But the one model, the runner one that just came out recently, that one's okay.
I mean, I
that
don't
pink
even know
one.
what that one looks like.
I forgot. It's an OG model of Adidas.
I'm sure
it sucks.
97s, bro, to like
Look, man, I don't know what Adidas allows people to do and gives them the options to do so. So, like, I can't say what people have in mind and stuff like that.
Yes, that's a fair assessment. But also, Adidas on their own, outside of collabs, doesn't do anything.
Like, the thing I always say with Adidas is that I appreciate is their effort. They know how to put the effort into it. They just don't know how to do their homework. We're talking about a brand who had Kanye, Beyonce, Pharrell. We're talking about some of the biggest names of fashion and music of all time in history.
Then they all leave.
And they can't make none of it work.
And they all leave.
Well, Beyonce is, but she has 2 more. There's 2 more Ivy Parks supposedly getting ready to drop, but she's done.
Actually, never one of her shoes.
I've never seen.
I would imagine that. I would imagine that.
Except your wife.
Her collections are actually probably successful, just not the shoes. Like she said, like
not according to them. All that money they said they lost. Lord.
Oh, I didn't see that, but all those bags that she's made, they all sell out. The clothes don't sell out on the high end, but all the lower stuff, socks and all that stuff, sells out.
Well, the first collection did. These newer ones, none of that stuff sells. Socks, none of it. I go in there, I'm like, yo, socks is on here and stuff? None of that stuff sells that anymore. When you can't even get people to buy the lower end of it, because socks and stuff, it's not going anywhere. They said they lost 22 a grip of money, and then they've mutually parted once that news came out about how much money that Adidas was losing. They got 2 more Ivy Park collections coming out. None of the shoes are new models. 0.
Well, of course they're not. They don't. I just got done talking about
the clothes itself.
Innovation.
The issue with that is that you can't have a collaboration with Beyonce, and Beyonce doesn't help you promote your collaboration. Sorry, I've never seen Beyonce wear Ivy Park. I'm not gonna go back down this.
I've never
this
seen
hole
Beyonce
again.
in public.
I've never seen Beyonce drive
years.
a car. Okay, I've never seen her eat a sandwich. I'm not gonna go back down that hole again. But Pharrell's a unique person. Pharrell isn't somebody today. If he's not wearing Bape and stuff like he was back in the 2000s, nobody care what Pharrell's wearing. Human race has got a little bit of run like that. I'll be honest with you. I'll even go back to say that Ultra Boost run, we over exaggerated. Maybe not as legendary as we treat it. I don't think it is. It was only like a 2 year. It was only 2 years. No, 2 years.
They look fire with shorts or pants.
No.
So I give it the
like a
credo.
I'm not saying they're whack. I don't know how high they rank in legendary status. Remember me and you did a top 10 all-time list or something, and you didn't put Ultra Boost in it? It was somewhere you didn't put Ultra Boost. I lost my mind.
Top 50 when it probably was like top 10.
It was something, and you didn't put Ultra Boost in it. I lost my mind because like you out of your mind. But I think back into it, Ultra Boost had about a 2-year, 3-year run at minimum. I don't think that's enough to solidify it as like something, especially if no one buys it now. It's not even
but
like.
I think that's the thing that they do sell still, like, but just they're not like.
It sells.
Yeah, it's like.
I don't think it sells at retail.
It goes to retail. You go to a mall, you'll cop your pops.
Well, they go, like, fam. You get them emails like 40% off.
Yeah, like you still get them for sale, like, but they're not.
The only time I buy them.
Going crazy for them.
Look, man, y'all feel. Oh, you know what? So. Ruby sent me this. Shout out to Ruby. And, this is a cat that I actually follow. So I sent that link to that Beema Williams talking about collaborations, J Balvin, things like that we're talking about, Ivy Park, all that type of stuff. And basically he had like put up this like whole post on Instagram and talking about how like collaborations have lost their purpose. Now, this is something we've talked about on this podcast before. Everybody has had some sort of point of view on collaborations now. Do they mean the same? Do stories matter? And all that stuff. But he basically talked about how, people don't put the effort in the collaborations anymore. It doesn't have a purpose. It doesn't have a story. It's just a money grab right now.
Which collaboration is he talking about?
He's just, in general, I guess. All of them.
But like,
I don't know.
Like, what collab can you say that from? Like, what's the latest collab that dropped? Like SB collabs?
So this is what I will say, right?
Like SB collabs they all got kind of a story.
Is it the same though?
No, there's a lot of shit going on.
I don't believe in stories anymore in sneakers. I don't need that stuff. We talked about it on this podcast before. Stories have run out. The only stories that matter to me are the ones that like I was able to low key participate in. And when I say participate in, like, I grew up with it. Like, I remember being in the homie bedroom watching Jordan make the last shot.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, you know what I mean? I seen Kobe get drafted and go from shooting air balls and couldn't even get in the game to now being one of the greatest of all time.
Like, just throwing a bunch of shit at the wall.
Yeah, like, I can't. A story of, like, hey, this is, Sean Witherspoon. Here's his story. And, I like to save Earth and recycle and all that.
I don't think he has a good story.
Well, I think that's different. There's no reason we should care about.
Story,
there's no reason we should care about what Sean Witherspoon wants.
Well, not even just him. I'm a Meniere man, all of them. No, I don't care about any of their stories.
I get it.
Okay.
I agree with you. But the stories with SBs, I think, is different and always has been different. Because of the nature of the collabs, and they've been doing collabs with like skate shops or ice cream company or whatever. Nike ain't doing collabs in that regard. They're doing a collab with like a sneaker shop. It's different.
What's Nike's latest collab? Is that one? J Balvin.
I mean, they do Union. They do
sneaker shop.
Unions are cool.
ISPA. They do Sakai.
I don't think that's a collab. Nike created ISPA. That's something.
I don't know what
Sakai
that
started
is.
strong and then died out.
Sakai is another fashion business.
It is, yeah.
It
SB
is.
is doing collabs with like Ben and Jerry's, and well, I don't know if they Yaritos hit them up or if they were just like.
That's a collab, right?
Yeah, it's an actual collaboration. Like they got Nike SB Jarritos jackets. Like I'm not wearing a Jarritos jacket. Like I'm not. I'd rather go buy an actual Jarritos jacket. Like why I gotta be Nike SB?
Well, of course not. But that's not the point. The point is,
But that one doesn't have a story either.
To me, I don't need stories for my stuff today.
yes, I understand that. We're
Okay.
50 years old. That's fine. But my point is, when you talk about collabs, I'm not talking about story purpose. SBs have always done that, so it makes sense to them to continue to do it and not be detrimental to the release.
So if the collab has a nice shoe, can it just be a good collab because it has a nice shoe? Does it
Well,
need to have a
that's
story
the
behind
that's
it?
the thing that I guess the point he's trying to make, and that other people try to make, is that like it's just great, I'm a year has a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Now they're coming out with 5. They got 12s. It's just like this now, where a collaboration used to be like
one.
it used to be rare. I mean, think about Union, right? Union drops 2 Jordan 1s, right, at the same time, considered in the top Jordan 1s of all time.
Easy.
Last year they dropped 2 4s. The Gobbles and no. Then they dropped 2 more 4s, and then they dropped like 3
Low.
dunks last year. Like then they dropped
Low dunks too.
then they
I forgot
dropped
the
2
dunks.
Jordan 2s. Like it isn't more of a like a. I feel like to me back in the day, even when it came to Union, Bodega, Concepts, all this stuff, it used to be sort of like an event. Like it used to be like an event, like a Kith thing. Like it used to be like I wonder what Concepts is gonna drop this year. Like now you can almost guarantee something from Concepts, Kith, anybody's gonna drop once a month, pretty much. I think that's kind of along the lines of like where I feel collaborations have lost their like pow. Like
I just feel like it's because it's like social media, bro. It's everything on to the next. What's next? It's never like what's now. It's just like what's next? Like what's next? What are you doing now? What's the next one? Because you'll get forgotten quick.
Yeah.
You'll get forgotten quick. Like how many years dropped those 3s? Probably shoot a year, and then like.
Put the mic up closer. Sorry.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like they dropped 3s, and it was just like boom, shoot a year almost, and then it was like okay, what's next? And then what's next? Same thing with Union. Union dropped incredible 4 shoes in a row, and then it was just like okay, what's next? What's next? So it's just kind of like, you're right. I think I agree. They're just doing too much. But they did the same thing with hats. They did the same thing with shoes. It's just more and more and more and more and more.
Do you appreciate a story of a collab, or does it even matter?
Only if I can relate to it in my life.
Exactly.
Like
that's how I feel.
If it's a story that I can like, unless it's a story where I'm like, man, touched by it. You know what I mean? Like where I'm like, man, like. That's incredible, you know what I mean? That's dope. And then I'll be like, okay, like I care. Now I like the shoe a little bit more. Yeah, I can say that. But for the most part, I look at a shoe. If I hear the story after, I'll be like, damn, I like the shoe more. But rarely do I be like, hear a story and be like, wow, I want this shoe now because of the story. No, I might like a shoe and then it has a good story and I'm like, man, this shoe may even better now because it has a good story.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I just, with me personally, all my stories from a lot of the shoes that I consider, like, the greatest of all time are surrounded by, like, things, like I said, that I feel like I was a part of. You know what I mean? Right. Like, Jordan wearing the 6s, winning the championship against the Lakers. I seen that happen. You know what I mean? Seeing Jordan cut baseline, dunk on Ewing wearing the 6s, and then coming back with the double nickels, when he came out of retirement, he came to 10s, hit 55, it's things like that I feel. The last shot 14s, Concords was just a big deal. Things like that to me is where the stories, resonate and matter to me. Dunk SBs always has a rich history and stories, even if the stories really, not even the stories, like Dunk SBs were like given names and stuff like that with regards to brands, even though they had no affiliation whatsoever. You got
like Heineken.
You got Heineken.
Even asked for that shit.
Yeah, you got the purple and gold, the Crown Royals. They ain't got nothing to do with Crown Royals.
They just put on,
Mick and Morty's. It's the colors of Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy.
Well, there's
but
both of those, but
yeah, but Mork and Mindy, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? They have no affiliation whatsoever. So like those type of things always, I think that was dope for SB, in a sense. But with regards today, like I don't need the story of I'm a Meniere man. Like I made the joke about it, and I'm serious. Like a lot of this stuff is like, I'm sorry, Joe Fresh Goods. I think one of his collaborations he talked about like the color was based off his favorite candy, and I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with.
You just pulling like
now you
stretching, bro.
Now
like,
you stretching, and that's what I told somebody. I said, look, you tell me
you're trying to make it more important than it is, bro. It's just a shoe, bro. Like,
that's what I said. Cats be like, yo, my mama worked 2 jobs, and that's why I ain't got nothing, man. That's you reaching for me.
I mean, and then like that's cool, but like
it's
this
cool.
This is my favorite candy. Why would I give a shit about that?
Yeah, that's what a lot of that stuff is coming up now.
Like, if it's something sentimental, I feel like, like it needs a little bit more.
Yeah, but see, to me, if it's that
your favorite fucking candy,
if it's too sentimental, bro, like, if it's too sentimental, I don't feel like it's for me then.
That's fair.
Like I talked about already. I know I said it a million times. I know, like I'm not buying anything GG on it. I refuse.
GG?
Yeah, that's way too personal for me. Like that's
I need those black and white ones.
That's
not the new ones.
Nah, that's somebody kid, man. That's just way too deep for me. I'm not buying no Aunt Pearls and stuff. Fire, they cool, but that's just to me should have been stuck as a PE.
Aunt Pearls
should have been a PE. Like that's a very meaningful thing to Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? That's a personal thing. That got nothing to do with me, Do I feel like I said, I think people are just finding anything with regards to sneakers to complain about. I honestly think this is me personally. This is to me. I just think sneakers are just leveled out, and I don't want to say done, but they've reached a level that I don't think they're going to get back to this crazy peak that everybody says. I know you're talking about it in the thread, or it's technical, it'll be back around. I don't see it happening. And maybe I'm talking about just me in general. I don't know.
I think it's for you.
Maybe.
Yeah, because we're old as balls.
Yeah, I think it's for
Could
you.
be.
Everything in the world is cyclical, fam. Bell bottoms
sneakers
came back. I mean, you couldn't have predicted that. Like,
and then like the people who were bell bottoms in the beginning, and then after when they came back, you're like, I would never wear that again.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it.
Somebody new had that same experience that they had when they first wore them, and they was like, man, this is dope, and they love it, and it comes back. And I think the same, like I was telling you like earlier with like the school, the kids, like as some grow out of it, the new ones are coming into it, and then they have their own stories. You know what I mean? And like most people now that wear Jordans never saw Jordan play, don't know who Jordan is, but they still wear them, bro, because they're part of something. They're just part of something. People
listen.
Like,
I don't know why.
Yeah,
but like I don't know why young people like Jordans.
Because it's the hottest. Is the mecca of sneakers.
I know why I do, but in my mind, when I look at a Jordan 4 or a Jordan 3, it looks like it came out in '89. They throw some fancy colors on it and some suede or something. I get it.
It's the name behind, bro. It's the
and they're
behind.
Not comfortable. I get it, but like the name behind it has to mean something to you. Like,
but it means something.
People,
but it means
people
something
just care
to
what
the
everybody
culture.
else wants.
It means something to the culture, and then. When somebody sees a kid, like somebody sees a kid, he don't know what Jordans are. He sees it, but somebody sees him and he gets that little nod recognition of like he wearing something hard. You're like, yo, I'm wearing these. I'm gonna do that. But like, I don't think that would ever die. I mean, Jordan has
little kids at school are saying J's. I mean, they shouldn't know what J's
bro.
are. But
they buy them. Like,
no, I know they do, but
they don't know him. I don't get it, but like, hey, they're just being part of. I feel like they're just being part of something, and I think it's cool for them to want to be part of something, even though. They wasn't part of it back in that time. It's like an old song. You listen to like an old song that came out, the 80s, 70s, a song, and you've heard this song for 20 years, and you think it's a great song, and some new kid hears it for the first time, and to him, he has an impact on him, like, where he just loves it as much as you. Does he love it less or more because he doesn't love it for how long? No, he loves it just as much. So the same thing with the
that happened recently with Skateboard Man drinking that cranberry juice. What, was it Pink Floyd? No. What was that? What song was that?
Oh, that guy that was.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. He was riding that selfie, drinking that cranberry, whatever.
Yeah, I drawing a blank on the name of the band, but that song is obviously late '60s, early &70s, or whatever, and I'm sure kids all around America were singing.
How many people do you think that wear Grateful Dead actually listen to Grateful Dead?
It's age dependent. The old people still
anything
do,
from 20.
You talking about just like
down, like
you talking about just like tie dye stuff?
No,
No,
just
like the
vintage.
actual sneakers, like the actual.
Just buying vintage.
got you.
Teddy
The
bear
sneaker.
shoe, like the sneakers, like.
It's like seeing like a. It's like
they
seeing like
probably
a
have
16.
no idea it's a band.
Yeah, no idea, but it's part of the culture. It's a dope shoe, so like they're gonna wear it.
Yeah, but you see, when I see somebody wearing like a Grateful Dead shirt or Kiss or Metallica and stuff like that, you know, I look at them as being more part
that's
of
different.
vintage culture.
Yeah, that's way
versus like, whoa, I'm wearing a Metallica shirt. Not to say they got to listen to the music.
I can almost guarantee you, if those shirts weren't $200, the kids wouldn't be wearing them. I mean, that's what they want someone to think
But
they're wearing a $200 shirt.
Young people wear Grateful Dead sneakers, $1,000 shoes, bro. They ain't never heard a song.
They only care. Yeah, but that's just
Same thing with the J's, bro.
You know,
it's the same thing with the sneakers. Like it's just hype.
Yeah, and look, I agree with that. I don't believe in if it's fire, it's fire. Like I don't care what the story is or what it means. As long as you ain't did something crazy to me that I feel that like is personally like too much for me to be walking around wearing your product, I'm fine with it. I feel like people are making a bigger deal out of something, like collaborations need a story and stuff like that. I just don't. My story, like I said, my story is seeing Jordan shoot the last shot at the free throw line and retire.
I don't think collabs need stories that much. Bro.
No. I think all it needs is just to be dope. When Union dropped 3, 4 passport,
you got a story to it if you want, but if it's dope, people wear it.
Like,
don't care about the story.
Yeah, like it don't matter. Like honestly, I wish a lot of people would just say, "No, I'm just designing. I'm just in my bag. I'm just in my bag. Designing.
I'm just sitting back here doing some dope stuff.
I'm just in my bag."
I don't even think it's about being fire anymore. I think it's about limited production. If it's not limited, it could be the most fire show on the planet. No one will care.
Honestly, you're right there too. I mean, I'm a Manier only has like 2 shoes really where you're like people really trying to buy or spending money on. Everything else kind of like sitting close. Like 12s, not doing that great.
Them 12s, I saw them on Goat Lord.
Not doing great.
But
the ones are okay. 3s and 4s are the only ones that are like doing actual numbers.
And I actually think 4s are on the resale. I feel like 4s are lower than I would have expected. Like the
4s are not bad, but the color's trash.
It is trash. Now in
trash.
hand, they're really nice.
The inside of them they're incredible. Like,
they're nice.
They're made like how they're made. They're really really good, but their color's trash.
I don't know, man. A story or no story, the shoe is about if it's fire or not. You know, I could care less. Ja Morant is back in the streets or something. Y'all care?
Ja Morant is owned by the streets. You mean?
I think Ja Morant is so. I think basketball is so easy to him. He's not obsessed with his craft, where he just looks bored, bro. Like he wants to be part of something else. Like basketball came too easy to him because he's like what 3rd best point guard in the NBA.
I could be convinced of that, but I don't think that's a reason to be in.
No, I don't think I'm not validating his reason. I don't think he like.
No. I know that
he's wrong by all means.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying bored. I think that could be a reason why. Not the reason why he's in the streets, but that could be a reason. Like that could still be true.
Like I feel like he just feels like I could do whatever I want. I could go party, I could drink, chill, hang out with my boys. When I pick up a basketball, I am unstoppable, no matter when I pick it up. So I feel like he's just like not.
But that
like,
doesn't bring you.
For him,
that don't bring you to the like the gun angle and like.
No, that's why I think
NBA young boy.
That's why I think he just wants to just. He's young, got a lot of money, and he wants to be like he's dumb. You know.
Well, he's definitely dumb.
Definitely
no
dumb.
doubt about that.
But, like he's risking a lot, but
should Nike do something about it? Should Nike drop him?
I don't think he's done enough to get dropped other than stupidity. Like he hasn't hurt nobody. He hasn't like gone out there like he hasn't taken a gun into the stadium. You know what I mean? He ain't doing no Gilbert Arenas. He like
that we know.
I'm honestly, if you ask me, should Nike do anything? I don't care.
Like, I think it's social media real. Like it's not really. It's not.
I don't care if Nike does anything. To be completely honest,
I think they should make them nicer shoes. Those shits are trash.
I'm not a gun person. You already know that. So I'm none of that stuff that people use as excuses, Second Amendment, none of that means a single ounce to me because that law was written when electricity didn't even exist. So that doesn't matter to me for a reason why he's doing what he's doing. In my personal opinion, I think it's totally fine for someone to own firearms and to use them as protection inside their home or whatever, or inside their car. But once you start like playing with stuff, you just goofy, dude. You just a goofy person.
I mean, I agree with that.
So,
there's no reason to put a gun at the camera.
Well, here's the thing.
Since that happened, I don't think it was Vlad. I think it was somebody else. But I saw an interview. They're interviewing somebody from Rolling 60s in L.A. because apparently I guess they thought Ja was throwing up neighborhood crip in a game or something. I don't know if it was or not, or if he just was throwing up threes.
He throwing up like a C, like whatever. Like
yeah, but you know how it is. They're gonna interview people and ask them what they think about it.
Man, I don't care what set they claim and what's on their face. Them is internet weirdos just as much. You know, seeing Crips do interviews like, well, you know, he really wants to come to the field.
I haven't even said what I was gonna say.
I'm talking about
relax. Walk around like that.
Huh?
I understand what you're saying, but the point that people make about why do you want to go backwards when you're already more successful than 99.9% of the people makes sense. I mean, it absolutely should resonate with people.
I don't think he loves basketball, bro. Like, I truly don't think I don't think he's, like, obsessed and in love with his craft. Because, like, even people who get to the highest of levels, they're, like, still obsessed and in love with their craft. I think, like I said, I think basketball is just really, really easy to him. And it's, like,
That's possible, yeah.
This is just what I do, but this is not who I am.
But to me, that doesn't explain, like, the, like, hanging out with cats from Memphis and NBA YoungBoy and guns and all that. That doesn't explain that behavior.
That don't mean
it's kind of like the
nothing,
time
man.
too, bro. Like, you just
What doesn't mean anything?
Like, you always talk about him like hanging out with like all them cats. That don't mean nothing. Everybody hang out with everybody. Like
saying, but what do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
I mean, he kind of right. You show me your friends, you show me who you are, right? Like,
I don't listen. I understand Ja's young, and when I was young, I hung out with a lot of unsavory people. I mean, I grew up in a Crip neighborhood, so I know exactly.
I'm not talking about like personal friends. I'm talking about like rappers and all of them. That's rappers and all of them. Like,
yeah, but rappers these days, like especially them cats from Memphis that you know I'm talking about, are not just rappers. Those cats are actually into homicide.
They smoke you.
I mean, yeah, like it ain't the same. We're not
like,
talking about like
going to LA and him like doing like, you know what I mean? You already seen what's happening to actual rappers going to LA and acting like that or talking like that. Like, you get pull up on him real quick.
We're not talking about like Childish Gambino rappers. You know what I mean? We talk about like actual cats that like run cities and stuff.
I never looked at Ja and thought like he's trying to go backwards or he's trying to be in the streets or nothing like that. I'll be honest with you. He acts exactly like his age. He does.
He's young too.
I disagree.
You see, you don't be on the internet like that. All these young fools are all on the internet.
There are plenty of people younger than him who ain't doing all that.
No.
I feel like there's no somebody of like power of holding him accountability.
I didn't say that there's everybody, but that's the internet. Like him being on there, to me, being as rich and famous and powerful as he is, being on the internet doing this stuff to me is beneath him. Like, to me. And then I look at this last situation. Like, this is what's funny, right? When Ja does have a gun, Ja ain't even pointing the gun at the camera. He got the gun at himself. He's in a strip club like this.
Yeah, he's a moron.
He's like this. Like, you know, and let me say this first. He should be suspended for a year, and Nike should drop him. I honestly feel that way.
Really?
I think they should because,
suspended,
you know what?
For a year?
Look.
I mean, I just don't care. I mean, they can do whatever they want because they're his employer, but I don't care.
I don't care what anybody does, but I'm on a podcast. I'm telling you like what I feel. Like he should be gone for a year.
Suspended? He doesn't harm nobody though. He just does stupid shit.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that is that like, you know, and I don't want to date myself again.
Role models should be your parents, not stars, not basketball.
But the problem is that that's common sense logic.
Yeah,
that's not the world though. Like we could sit here and be like, well, parents lock your guns up.
I don't know, bro. I got a Ja Morant jersey at the store, and somebody the other day put it on and they didn't buy it because they're like, I don't want to look stupid wearing this fucking guy's thing. So like,
it matters.
So obviously his character is like influencing people and they're catching it the wrong way.
This is what's funny, right? In my mind, I'm like suspending Ja for a year. I'm a little worried of what he might do with all that time on his hand. To be honest with you,
I don't think he deserves to be suspended.
He looks like he treats the NBA like the Boys and Girls Club.
That's
like
what I'm saying,
it keeps him off the streets.
Basketball goes too easy for him.
Like
bro.
he looks at the NBA like the YMCA. Like man, this is keeping me from really doing something stupid. If he had more time on his hands, God knows what he would do. Like I said, when he does have a gun himself, he ain't like this. He like this. and this and doing all this. He could shoot himself. To me, it's the playing aspect of it. And I say this about him being young in the internet is because you go on the internet, I literally see kids younger than him and people his same age.
Hold on.
He ain't doing nothing no different. The problem is that he doesn't know how different he is.
No, hold on. But you're only talking about one aspect of it. You're talking about the gun. You're not even bringing up the fact that, like, when Cats is out partying, somebody has, like, a cocktail or a beer. He literally has the tequila bottle, drinking it like a beer. Clearly, he has issues. More than just goofy people on the internet doing ha ha ha.
Hold on.
He has issues.
Fam, I could name a trillion people I see with tequila bottles and vodka bottles doing champagne bottles.
I know zero people in my real life, and I know a lot of people. You've seen how many people came to my wedding. I know zero people that are just taking the bottle every time they're drinking and just drinking out of the bottle like that and swigging half the bottle down.
At 22?
No, zero people.
At 22, we was holding bottles.
Fam.
No.
Lord have mercy.
Zero people.
At 22?
Lord
zero.
have
At
mercy.
22 with $200 million? Hey, I'm popping bottles.
I know.
And
Fam,
hold on a
22
second.
is $0.
Hold on a second.
Chugging it, bro.
No, zero.
Patron,
I got drunk for the first time. See, that's I think that's the thing with me and like a lot of people I talk to. A lot of people, the first time they experienced alcohol was after 21 or like in college or whatever, fam. I used to get drunk with my friends at 13, 14 years old. Yeah. So for me, it was way young. So that's when I talk about stuff like that with alcohol is from experiencing something different probably than most people. But I know zero people that drank like that. And we're talking about someone who's a professional athlete whose body physiology needs to be protected to perform at a high level, way more so than just our regular people we know.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But see, the things like bottles in your mouth and guns and how he acts are not uncommon things.
You trying to suspend?
No, I understand that.
Oh, no.
It's not uncommon things for society. That's fine.
It's not an uncommon thing, but to me, you're not learning a lesson. Like, he's being given a lot of lenience because of how great he is. Nobody really knows and cares that much about Ja Morant as a personality or anything. He's not providing anything outside of, well, maybe some certain people and family and stuff like that. But he's not providing anything to the public outside of highlights and great basketball and buying tickets. That's it. Ja Morant being suspended, you have to make an example. See, when I look at Ja Morant, I say to myself, whose life I can save by making an example out of him before the next fool gets drafted and think they could do stupid stuff. Because he won't learn it. Like, he's playing with the gun. Like, it's not like.
Well, hold on a second. You're not under the impression the Grizzlies actually care about Ja Morant.
I'm talking about the NBA
or the NBA. They don't actually care about him. They care what he can bring to them.
No. I think they care.
They don't actually care about his well-being.
I'm talking about what should be done. I'm talking about I care about his well-being.
We know that's.
See, I'm going back to I see another person and think about what he may do to somebody else because we talk about these.
So you think he's already too far gone, or
no?
Not too far gone, but let me tell you something. I definitely didn't see what happened with Aaron Hernandez happening. And there was some like little signs here and there, but I definitely didn't see nothing like that. Not to say Ja's on that level.
I was gonna say
not to say Ja's on that level.
A fake gangster. Like,
well, hold on now. I would have said that about Aaron Hernandez.
No, Aaron Hernandez was a gangster. He
no.
Somebody.
We didn't know that he was gangster. Like,
but he never played gangster.
Oh! If you go back to all his social media posts back in the day, he played gangster. But it didn't mean nothing back then. It was like, look at this goofball. It wasn't until we learned a lot more really about him.
Come from like actual like hood.
I don't know nothing about Ja Wood's hood.
Hey,
I seen him wear a polo.
Like,
a lot of people.
like Clarence.
Look, one thing that I've learned is it don't matter where you from. I don't care if you're from the suburbs, if you're from the hood. A gun is a gun, and bad is bad. I know kids who have. I'm not gonna say it on this podcast. I know someone personal. I'm talking had it all. Couldn't just wanted to be in the hood so bad. They went to prison for 4 years. So bad. Now, I'm not saying Ja doesn't want that, but I don't know if Ja has the capability of not making a mistake. Like, just one day getting super duper 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 angry and using his gun. I have no idea. He goes up there with homies to take a gun to get into it with a finish line employee. Huh? a pickup game with another kid. He's out there with the burner. I don't know if you're capable of not making a mistake. I don't know.
Burner though.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if Ja is capable of making. Oh, you know what? This is getting a little out of control. Let me get out of here. I don't know if he's qualified in that. Now that's where friends and people come in. But I don't think his friends are, and I don't think his friend. I mean, his friend videotaping right now. He dropped that phone quick when he saw that burner.
Probably not his actual friends. I mean,
I don't know any of these people. Like, I don't know.
I understand that, but your friends when you're 23 are typically people you grew up with, not like new people you met when you got famous.
Well, I don't know if any of them are people he grew up with or not. I don't know any of that.
Correct, but chances are they're probably Johnny-come-latelys, not the original people.
I think so too.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Based on what we know about athlete behavior, rich athlete behavior, they're probably not original people.
I don't think suspending him.
You didn't see LeBron doing crazy stuff coming up because he kept literally the same circle of people.
Yeah, but that's you're like that. There's two different things.
He's different.
What's two different things? It's a young professional basketball player going through the same stages.
Let me explain something to you about okay, and I'm gonna equate myself to like LeBron, right? I kept all my same ones. Everybody that I consider my friends all graduated college. We all graduated, we never done nothing crazy. I've never tried weed in my life. I didn't drink alcohol until I was 23. Like, we all had this set mindset and goal and understanding and direction of something. LeBron just happened to be fortunate enough to have that. Everybody doesn't have that. It's a lot harder to be good than it is to be bad. It's way harder to be good than it is to be bad. It's easy being bad. Like, you know how hard...
What do you mean?
You know how hard it is sometimes not to slap somebody across the face? It's way easier.
I mean,
oh no!
If you're talking about getting in a fight at school being bad, there's a big difference between that and
hold on. And this is me knowing you. As angry as I've seen you, I know it's pretty hard not to sometimes do something.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like that can't be your definition of bad though, because that's just like you want to fight somebody or whatever. That's not a bad. I mean, I look at that different than like you actually in the field doing dirt with a gun.
It's not.
That's not a fine line. That's a wide gap.
Hold on, no. Depending on where you are, it's not that easy sometimes. It just isn't. It is really hard sometimes.
So again,
I'm telling this. I'm talking about myself. I've had to avoid. Man, I done been there, fam, and I done seen it. And I'm talking like when me and my wife talk about how blessed we are, and we talk about our kids and. I'm like, I think about all the time I should be dead. Like, I really do. And, like, easily. Like, I think back. It almost makes me emotional when I think back to that. Because it's like, you look at Ja and you go, you have all this opportunity.
Yeah, but how does this explain away two different guys that play in the same league, not...
Just growing up with better people.
Because that's LeBron is almost like an anomaly.
Number one, it's just one example, and Akron, Ohio, was not a good place.
It's 100%
to grow up. So I mean, I think you can take him or Carmelo or anybody else, and they all apply to the same situation.
I think Ja just needs better people around him.
I don't think that matters.
I think so, bro. I think he just has better people around him. Like, if you have friends, when you do stupid shit, and your friends be like, I don't want to be part of that stupid shit, and like you have nobody to do the stupid shit with, you kind of be like, damn. Like,
what's funny is
that's definitely one way to learn.
I'm definitely a dumbass just sitting here by myself now.
But what's funny is that
like everybody
we're
just
all
goes
assuming that Ja isn't the bad influence. He may be the bad one.
No, he's for sure the bad one.
We're all talking about
but like that's what I'm saying. But he's for sure the bad one. But he doesn't. He has yes men around him.
Yeah, he does.
Like where you need friends who are like not yes men. They're like, yo, bro, I'm not going with you. Like that's retarded. Like I'm out. I'll see you later.
Yeah, 100%.
You might be like, damn, I miss my boy. Like my boy don't want. Like I guess I'm the only stupid one that wants to do this. So if you have friends like that, you think of stuff like, if I do something stupid, I know my friends will be like, hey man, like I'm not rolling with you, bro. Like I'm not doing that. And that's just real friends. You know what I mean? Like having real people, like having real people around you, not having yes people because they benefit off of your friendship.
I don't know if today, if I was that young, I don't know. I mean, I would love to say my friends would be the same. We didn't have social media. I would love it. I would love to think that I would think and feel and be the same way I'd love to.
Or somebody actually
can't.
pulls up on him and scares the shit out of him. And then he might go back to reality and be like, I'm Clarence, and let me go play basketball.
See, I would hope a suspension for a year would scare him. I would hope.
I think the only thing scaring him is like somebody actually pulling up on him like a
But
real.
see, that's what I
like
don't
a
want.
real, like,
That's what I don't want.
like a real one.
I don't want a situation. I don't. Shoot, a real one roll up on him. How I know Ja ain't gonna dust him? Like, I don't want him to be put in that.
He come back with his haircut, bro. Like,
I don't want Ja to be put in a situation. I don't. I really don't. I would love for him to have some sort of clarity and understanding of it, but it seems like it's just much easier to be.
Or trade him to Utah.
I wish when all that stuff, you know what? And Memphis does play a part in it. I think.
Trade him to Utah, bro.
But here's the thing: like, I wish that he would have that clarity and understanding, and I wish the first time he got in trouble, I wish he would have just legit said, "Man, I'm young and stupid. I was tripping. I'm gonna do my best not to do it again." All that counseling for 8 days in Florida, the one-on-one with Jalen Rose and all that stuff. You know who you are. And it's the same saying. You know.
He had a one-on-one with Jalen Rose?
Man, he had a one-on-one look like with Barbara Walters. They sitting there on two couches in a beautiful room, and they was chit-chatting. That's not who I am. That's not me.
I didn't watch it.
All right, buddy. It's okay if it's you. It's okay with you. The problem is that when you try not to be you, and that you can't help yourself. He can't help himself, and that's fine. The problem is that, maybe somebody else need to help you. You go ahead and set out this season, and you don't get paid for this season. You go ahead and say, hey, Nike, nah, go ahead and wipe. Let's see what you want to do. You have the option, man. You're going to make your money, go back in the streets then. Let's see what you want to do.
I don't think nobody cares about him that much.
Nobody does. That's the problem. See, I do. Nobody else does. They'll just say, 25 games, don't do it again, please. And then who knows happens. Like, who knows? 25 games, Ja, not with the team.
I think you also gotta be responsible of his own, bro. Like, he gotta take accountability for himself.
I don't know why you're ignoring the potential alcoholic angle. I think that's a big part of it. I've literally never seen somebody when they go. Every single video of him is literally drinking straight from a hard liquor bottle, literally pouring up in his face. Never seen anything like that before in my entire life.
Well, the thing is that when somebody's like this, and you extra wild, it happens. You pull a gun out because you extra wild. Like, I don't know if Ja is doing that when the camera is not on him.
Fam, the video in the club was from clearly not somebody who knew him personally. It was from 50 feet away. I've
done that in the club.
The next video,
I've done that in the club a few times.
Oh, not me. The other video in the airplane, he's with his family, talking with his mom or whatever, he's drinking straight from the bottle. That's not normal behavior.
Maybe he's not.
I don't know why you think that's normal behavior even for a 23-year-old. That's not normal.
It's not. I don't think that action is normal, but I think seeing somebody do it isn't abnormal.
If every single time you see him doing it, yes.
Oh, every single time.
I've never seen him with a, he got a little cocktail.
I mean, I haven't seen him at a black tie event. I've only seen him in the strip club and on a private jet. I haven't seen him nowhere. Look, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, gangster, non-gangster, what it is. I would like Ja to not be as lucid. I would like him to value himself. I value my own life. I do. There are situations where I'm like, man, I just want to, you know what? Let me go home. Not because of jail, not because of nothing. I value myself over it. Even interactions with law enforcement and stuff like that, they may be in the wrong and they may be being a jerk and stuff, but I value myself more to put myself out of that situation. I don't know if he values himself enough. I don't think he understands the value besides I'm tight, I'm young, I'm rich and all that. I just don't think. Being fly and cool and stuff like that, I mean, fam, look at the rap. Look at tattoos on their mouth and face and eyes and stuff like that. Like, it's a new generation. It's a new culture. You have rappers coming out on social media going, yo, what did Ja do? See, the NBA doesn't understand the hood. They think that's how it's supposed to be. Ja just being hood. That's Ja being Ja. A cat said the NBA wants Ja to act like he's from Harvard. Doing this doesn't, to me, mean you from the hood. It's a part of action you see in hood activity on social media and stuff like that. Like, that's what it is. You got cats interviewing Crips nowadays. Huh? Like, excuse me, Crip, would you like to come sit on my... None of this stuff makes any sense whatsoever. That's why... Whatever. Ja, blessings to you. Dunk as high as you can. Touch the sky or touch jail or touch the grave. You do whatever you want to do, but until you value yourself, like I said, his mom didn't value him when she called him to come up to the store to fight an employee at Finish Line. You have a Nike signature athlete. What did you need from Finish Line in the first place? But you called the richest person who takes care of the family to come handle a 17-year-old kid, and he had to go bring the goons and a gun. He couldn't do that himself. He doesn't value himself. Nobody around him values him enough to do that. That's not that. To me.
That's a fair assessment.
To me. You got Lakers or Nuggets?
Well, based on game one.
Can't do that.
I got Nuggets in 6.
He told me Nuggets in 6 before it started. I got Lakers in 7.
Money on that?
Nope. I don't bet. Never.
I mean,
I wish all my friends would stop betting.
Jokic had a bazillion. The Lakers got nothing for him. No Nuggets.
Nuggets in what?
I just want to see him murder Anthony Davis.
Celtics Heat. Who you got?
I'm a pick Heat to be contrarian.
I'm Boston.
I would love to see Lakers Celtics. I would love to see LeBron win a championship and then retire. I know he's not.
He's definitely not because he's still living his son's life for him.
Yeah, I would love to see that, just like Jordan did last shot, retire.
I'll say Boston.
If Boston goes, I need Lakers to go. If Nuggets go, I want to see Heat go.
I don't understand why people think the Nuggets are the best team left. Maybe it's because they beat the Suns the way they beat the Suns. The Celtics were clearly the best team in the regular season by far.
The Celtics are
statistically, not record. Statistically,
I even think the Celtics are the best team in the playoffs. The Celtics. I mean,
well, they're schizophrenic.
Denver's the best team in the playoffs.
Well, Denver played the Timberwolves.
I disagree.
Denver played the Timberwolves, which you give no credit to, and the Suns. We love and give credit to for having 2 high scorers, but everybody saw the Suns for who they were.
Jokic is the best player remaining in the playoffs. That's
100%.
obvious.
Not even close.
But the Nuggets, at least I'm now basing this on the regular season because the Celtics were by far better statistically. But the Celtics are the best, most complete team when they bring their A game.
Their bench is the
They
deepest.
just don't bring their A game very often.
Yeah, that's the problem. Their bench is the deepest out of all the teams that are left. They have
I think
2
Nuggets
high
win that
scorers.
series. I'm going to pick Heat just because every time I pick against the Heat, they win. So
I like
I'm
Jimmy,
pick
though. I like Jimmy, too.
I feel like there's only so many athletes that I look at that I feel like are earning a lot of stuff. Jimmy Butler, like, he wins the championship. He earned that one.
I mean,
Jimmy
I'm going to switch that, bro. I'm going to go with Heat, too.
Earned it.
Just because I want to see Jimmy win.
Giannis, that one year against the Suns, he earned that
I want to see
championship.
Jimmy win.
Like, Jimmy Butler, I want nothing but the best for him. Though. Like,
Jimmy, too.
that's when I look at him, that's what I want my son to like.
But I like
Just
Jimmy
work
since
hard.
Chicago.
Well,
Like, I
so
love
Jimmy kind of changed. He used to be a jerk, and now he's kind of a nice guy.
He's still kind of a jerk, though.
I like him as a jerk, though.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a jerk anymore. I seen some interviews he did.
Oh, no,
Personality's different now.
Oh, that's personality different, but I think he's a jerk to everybody else still.
Oh, maybe.
Like,
but
they have some things they say about
he
him.
used to be a jerk in the interviews, too.
I think
Or cold, whatever you want to say. But he's now actually a personable guy.
I think the Lakers would beat either the Celtics or the
I still don't
Heat.
believe in the Lakers just because they're old and brittle, but
don't know.
they could prove me wrong. I have no idea. They've proved me wrong already thus far.
Who knows?
I didn't think they would get this far.
George, you got anything else? I appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate you, my man.
I know we stayed here a little bit longer and whatnot, but
Good,
man, I
bro. I'm having a
appreciate
good
you.
time, man.
Appreciate you talking to us. That's Pick and Roll Kicks, man. Look at the stuff on the screen. It's all on the screen for you. Follow them on social media. When you in town, pull up to their shop, man. Cop some. They got a website too, right? pickandrollkicks.com, right?
Yeah, we just took it down today. We're dealing with some shit with it. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So,
Well, y'all know what the
back up
drill is. George, nothing else? Nothing else? I think this. Bye, 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 bye.